Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports coming to you live from Mid-Island Little League for the second game in a doubleheader between Taxman and Goldstar Post. I'll be doing the play-by-play, and joining us in the broadcast booth this game, Tommy Pannell for the first time making his broadcast booth. Welcome to the broadcast booth, brother.
Great to be here. Great to be here.
Ray Palma, of course, also joining us once again. Ray, you excited for another game on this Little League doubleheader?
I just watched Danny Chanod tell the umpire, no, you can't start this game. You're starting early. Give us a second. You had the power to control the game, Danny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think about this. Oh, my goodness. I'm fired up, Danny.
Well, this is what we got to do, right? They gave us a schedule, and I'm just trying to stick to it. We got people at home, and we want to make sure that nobody misses any of the action. The camera angles tonight provided by Gotham Trinity Productions. The batter stepping up into the box. We are ready to rock and roll. Game number 2, Studio 64 is on the road. Beautiful night here in Staten Island, New York. I don't know anything about these two teams, so I'm just going to make up some stuff. We've got, tell me, Red, what team is Red?
Red is Taxman.
That's Taxman.
Right.
This is Sal Guerrera. Sal Guerrera, second baseman. Batting lead off of Taxman. Favorite movie, Danny? Home Alone.
Love it.
Great choice. Great choice. Some phenomenal answers from all these.
So
kids.
Taxman is wearing red jerseys with white pants and black numbers and black stripes. Goldstar Post is wearing Carolina blue tops, dark blue numbers with white pants and a blue stripe down the side. We're playing 6 innings of Little League baseball tonight under the lights here in Travis, Staten Island. It's 200 feet from home plate to the outfield wall. Don't matter whether it's left field, center field, or right. It's all the same around here. We're running a 3-man booth. And oh boy, I'll tell you, for the first time we've ever done Little League baseball, really, with Nobody Cares Sports, this is dope as hell. We're having a great time.
Well, we love you guys being here. I mean, for us, having these games broadcasted is, every kid's dream. They're going to love it. They get to watch this back after the game. And
I was told that you were like a Howie Cosell, like an up-and-coming broadcaster. Is that true?
I don't think so. I'm just a baseball coach.
Well, it's going to be really hard for you to follow up what Verde's Pizza House did in game number 1. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Tough act to follow.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Yeah, tough act to follow.
Holy
yeah.
Hannah.
Yeah, he was gold. He
What a
was
thrill.
absolute gold.
I mean, if you missed it, I think it was sometime in the 4th inning of game number 1 between Jimmy Max and Father and Son Moving Company. We had Sebastian, the proprietor of Verde's Pizza and Pasta House, came into the booth like a hurricane, a bat out of hell. He brought food for us, hats, all sorts of clothes to wear, and just a great time here. We also had a ceremony before game 1. It was the parade. The opening day festivities were postponed from April 1st until today.
Yeah.
We are good to go on the baseball field. The umpires checked with us. Game 2 is locked and loaded, ready to go.
They were waiting for us. The power of Nobody Cares. I love it, Danny. Let's go. Let's get it right. Let's get this thing live up on Nobody Cares Sports YouTube page. Like and subscribe. Main Street Coffee.
The whole thing's crazy. So Taxman is in red, is what you're saying.
That's correct.
Taxman's in red. This is Danny Guerrera. Or Guerrera? I hope I'm saying it right.
This is
The shortstop.
Sal Guerrero.
I cannot
And
read.
our
Danny's
pitcher,
right above
who's
him.
our pitcher?
Our pitcher's number 49. That would be, I'm guessing, Ryan Anthony Graham. R-I-A-N, Ryan Anthony Graham.
Love it.
Danny, you want to love something?
I do.
His favorite song?
Go on.
Scenario. Tribe Called
Come
Quest.
on.
I'm reading this thing. I'm like, you can't be serious. And I see his brothers, same thing. So
Sometimes I
the
feel-
Graham household, someone's raising these kids the right way. Their favorite song is from Tribe Called Quest.
Sometimes
That's all
I
can
feel
tell you.
like
So
the
shout out to
parents.
their parents. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the parents are just trolling us.
Sometimes I feel like I could just hang out at this house and I'll be fine. In the Graham house, if you're going to raise your kids on songs like that, you're doing okay. So here we go, the matchup of Tribe Called Quest and Guerrera.
Love to see it. Graham gets the sign from the catcher. 6 innings of Little League baseball is underway as that pitch is fouled off against the netting. 0-1 is the count to start.
Now, Dan, we're up in age group from the previous game. Am I correct?
The ages are still the same.
So this is the same age as the last game. Okay, thank you.
Leadoff guy, he's a 10-year-old. Very, very quick hands, this kid.
Quick hands important in any sport.
0-1 is our count. The pitch is high and tight, evens up at 1-1. Shout out to our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Panacea Contracting Corp., Jody's Club Forest, of course, Verde's Pizza and Pasta House, Franklin Sports, Duffy's Tavern, and Charles Martin Mortgage. The 1-1 is foul tipped into the glove, 1-2.
Big shout out to Gotham Trinity Productions on the display today. Everything you see from the production company, the best in the business. Gotham Trinity.
We're out here. Shout out to Mikey Cunha on a scaffold in center field. There is a line drive, opposite field foul. Count will stay 1-2. Tommy, I know this is a lifelong dream for you. You have to feel like a Make-A-Wish kid as a broadcaster with us tonight, Ron.
My dream come true.
Yeah, I know it is. Beautiful night here under the lights. 1-2. What do you think he throws him off speed?
Probably goes low and outside, I would think. Keep him away.
The pitch gets a little bit too much of the plate. The batter can't quite catch up with it. Count still stays 1-2. So looks like he went with the fastball there.
Yeah, you want to be careful here because if you throw a breaking pitch here, you might speed up his bat. He's a little bit behind, so I try to blow the ball right by him.
You mentioned his hands quick through the zone there to first foul that off.
The pitch is swung on yet again and fouled off out of play.
No Pathfinder.
Listen, good battle here from the leadoff man to start this game.
Coach mentioned his hands already, and you see it. He just quick through the zone. He's putting bat on ball.
Sal Guerrera, and make no mistake about it, these fellas, they can hear us right in front of us. So a lot of pressure on these kids playing in front of the bright lights and the commentators.
So this is going to be, so the pitch limit. Now, my information is for the older division. So, Coach, can you tell me the pitch limit was 75 for these kids?
For an 11 or a 12-year-old, you get 85.
And these are 11 and 12-year-olds.
Yeah, we have in this division from.
I made the same mistake last game, so it's based on your age, not the division.
Correct.
Eventually, I'll learn.
Oh,
good take.
Well, he brushes him off the plate there. Maybe now he's setting him up for that outside pitch. 2-2 is our count.
You called for that a minute ago, Coach, low and away.
You doing scoreboard too, Tommy?
Multitasking.
Wow.
A lot of multitasking in this network.
That's all right. 2-2's the count. But here comes 3-2. Don't even fix it. See? There it is. There's 3-2. I know.
Danny predicted the future there.
All right.
Whoa.
Now, I'm on fire. I told the umpire, not yet. You don't start working yet.
Unofficially, I'm going to call the 10th pitch of the at-bat upcoming.
It's a great at-bat, great way to start this game. I mean, he's leadoff man. It's his job. He's got to battle. He's got to be on base here.
Unbelievable. The 3-2 is over the outside corner for a strike.
So give that round to Graham. Tribe Called Quest was striking out the first batter. Used a lot of his 85 pitches available. Now 75 left, but he got an out with it.
Say what's the scenario? My man comes up with the backwards K of the first batter he sees here on the top of the first.
This guy's got wheels, I'll tell you. This is our fastest guy in the league right here.
The pitch to a new batter up. This is Danny Guerrera, the shortstop, takes a huge swing and a miss. Big cut, 0-1.
So I'm guessing, Coach, this is the Guerrera brothers, our 1-2 combo here?
This is the middle of three. We had the one that graduated our program last year.
Wow.
So
awesome.
They're a very athletic family.
Now the fastball over the outside part of the plate, 0-2 quickly. It's Graham in charge here with the second batter he's facing.
Danny loves to eat steak and play Madden.
The pitch, a fastball, blows it by him. Back-to-back Ks here, and the catcher's so fired up, throwing the ball around the horn. He launches it into left field for the second consecutive time.
That's all right. Throw down the third strikeout to left field, no big deal.
I was always good at throwing a second, but that throwing a third really fooled me. So
I never caught at a high level.
No,
not my
knees are broken from catching. Yeah, I caught for like 15 years, and I can't walk now.
It was worth it, though.
Absolutely. 2 away here. Graham, by the way, Graham playing Under the Lights, Moonlight Graham. I have Field of Dreams, just a great movie. There's just so many things running through my head. 0-1 is the count here. That is going to be a ball high in the batter's box right now for Taxman.
Graham Lubbock.
This is John Prano.
Yep, thank you. I guess he's... Can play all around. First base, outfield, pitcher. There's a strike over the inside part of the plate, 1-2. So Ryan Anthony Graham, the pitcher for Goldstar Post, one strike away from a 1-2-3 top of the first.
He's pounding his zone. He's doing his thing.
The 1-2 Here's a line drive up the middle, fielded by the second baseman. Throws to first in time for the out. 1, 2, 3 goes Taxman. Goldstar Post coming up in the bottom of the second. Nobody Cares Sports on the call. Back with more Little League Baseball after this. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Little League Baseball at its finest. We've got a beautiful summer breeze blowing out over the right field wall. That's northeast for those of you paying attention at home. 78 degrees underneath the lights on Thursday. Couldn't ask for a better night. Gotham Trinity Productions on the cameras. Nobody Cares Sports on the call. Tommy Pannell, Ray Palma doing color commentary. I'm Danny Chanod doing play-by-play. We are loving every second of this. Goldstar Post now with an opportunity to bat for the first time here in the bottom of the first and warming up for Taxman on the mound. This is number 23, John Pannell. He's we just mentioned him as he had an at-bat last round. You're Charlie.
I am.
I didn't say your name was Charlie?
Keep calling me Tommy.
That's
also
terrible.
Like how Danny turned an inning into a round. That's awesome.
I keep calling you Tommy. I'm terrible.
He's
at my
Tommy.
job.
These are rounds. Everything's fun. Nobody cares.
I'm not going to sign any autographs, Tommy. I'll tell you that.
No. Charlie. I got you now.
Charlie, I mean, I'm unfamiliar with Little. I just speak freely. Haven't seen Little League in a long time. What are these kids throwing approximately? To me, it looks like 150 miles an hour. I mean, I would have no chance in that box.
On average, your average starter is a 12-year-old's going to throw, between 50, 55, up
from
to
the
60.
from the 60-foot mound,
From
right?
46 feet away.
Okay.
An elite pitcher is going to throw in the 70s. You're talking about
Okay.
those are your workhorses.
Top
Those are
division
the
kids.
guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are your elite guys. But the name of this game is throwing strikes. You throw strikes, you play defense, and you're going to get outs. So
You saw in the first game, and towards the end, the strike zone got lost a bit, but both teams were really pounding the zone all game.
Well, back to the action here in the bottom of the first. This is Anthony Matute. Is that how you say that name?
that's correct, Matute.
That's unbelievable.
Got it.
Plays second base and bats 6 for this ball club, and he looks at a ball. 1-0 is the count, and now that is also low, 2-0. So tough start so far for our pitcher on the mound, Prano.
In the box, favorite food is mom's spaghetti and meatballs. So.
You'll never be able to get that anywhere else, by the way. I've been trying to get my grandmother's chicken parmesan for 20 years. I'm chasing that unicorn. Never going to get it again.
Certain dishes can't be replicated.
No
It's
way.
Not just a matter of ingredients. It's a matter of love and how it's made.
Kind of like this broadcast, Ray. The 2-0 is
Good job.
swung on, a line drive into left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Prano rounds first. He's into second with a stand-up leadoff double.
What a beautiful piece of hitting. Didn't try and pull, just went with it and knocked it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
And, I mean, you talked about being in a situation here. 2-0, you're looking for a pitch to drive, and he got one. Pulled the ball into left field.
So we've seen Graham on the mound, now at the plate with a runner in scoring position.
And here's a
Gotta be
drive,
tagging
center
there.
field. It is going to be way over the center fielder's head off the wall. Prano rounds third. He's going to score easily. It's back-to-back doubles.
What quick
Gold
hands.
Star Post.
Quick hands through the zone, Charlie. Right there, ripped
Hey,
through.
jumped on that fastball. Yep.
Yeah, went and
Crushed
got it, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're going to hunt fastballs. A good hitter's going to hunt. You're going to get predominantly fastballs. In this division, you're not going to throw a lot of breaking stuff until you get ahead in the count.
Stats department just got hired. It was Matute that scored. Prano's on the mound. I'm fired. Are you guys up to speed?
We got you.
Good.
Team effort there, Dan. A little
That's
timeout. All right. Listen, guy, he's been hit pretty hard this inning, so not a bad idea to come out. Charlie, who's the manager here talking to the kids?
It's Dennis Aponte.
So 1-0 is our score, boys. Goldstar Post gets on the board first here in the bottom of the first on the heels of 2 back-to-back doubles, so showing some power in their bats here. Is it to be expected as the game goes on? Is that the kind of game that these boys play with their lumber?
I mean, if they're throwing strikes, they're gonna barrel them up, and we got to make the plays behind it. You want to see that. You want balls in play. A lot of pitches, a lot of strikeouts. Honestly, to me, it's a boring baseball game. I want to see the kids playing. You want to see them doing what they're supposed to be doing, what they practice.
Absolutely. Well, Pannell gets the sign, fires. Here's a ground ball to second, fires over to first, 1 away. That's going to be our first out here on the bottom of the first. The runner moves over to third.
You see these boys are coming out swinging. I mean, they're waiting. They're looking fastball, and they're going to put them in play.
Yeah, that was Schroen there. So quick at-bat for Schroen, and that's going to turn the lineup over to number 22. It's Aaron Locke.
This guy's a beast. Look at the size of him.
Favorite TV show, Cobra Kai. Shout out to my guy, Luan Thomas, executive producer and Staten Island guy. I don't know why I'm whispering like we're broadcasting golf.
No, it's all right. I think
we're broadcasting golf all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get yelled at. This kid might come out of the box and kick my behind.
He told the ref, the umpire, that he can't go, so I'm pretty sure we can do whatever we want. So Aaron Locke here with a 1-0 count. There's a drive. Foul ball. 1-1. Count evens up.
Every time I see it, I think of the guy from Birdie House, like how he would have called that. Oh, it would have been great. Sorry, I can't stop.
Unbelievable. When the bat hit the ball, he sprung up out of his chair.
It's like he discovered fire. It was amazing.
He was like, wow. It was a hot shot that traveled about 15 feet.
It's coming home.
This ball gets away. Play at the plate. That runner is going to score easily from third base on a pass ball. It is 2-0 Goldstar Post here on the bottom of the first inning.
Danny being the pitcher's friend going pass ball. Either pass ball, wild pitch, either way.
Pitcher's friend. The kid can hear me.
There you go. Yeah, listen.
Windows open.
He's losing his
Windows we are. Shout out Turnbows. Windows we are.
Starting to lose his rhythm a little bit out there.
It's intimidating when you got this kid in the box who, I don't have official stats. I'm going to go 6'2", 225, it looks like. My goodness. And a well-proportioned at that. So his intimidating presence draws the walk here. Listen, so far, a 2-run inning, Dan, no big deal, no damage done, but you want to keep it right here. Can't afford the big ones. And number 99 stepping into the box. Love the number. John Grissler, the designated hitter. Favorite activity, hitting in the cage with his teammates.
That's a team guy. Attaboy, way to get it down. It's a nice job.
Looking towards third there on the overplay. Great job running it in. Great work there. 25, first base. That's Pete DiMaggio running it in, holding the runner. Great effort. Coach, I pointed it out earlier, Charlie, like the level of development is just light years ahead of Little League when in 1989, whatever that may mean. Just the plays like that, knowing where to go, what base to throw, to the cutoff man, where to be, hitting the gaps, those things, light years ahead.
Well, the typical, when I played Little League in the 80s, you practiced once a week. Your coach wore jeans. He picked the entire team up. You practiced for an hour, and then you went and played. I mean, we're working from January to April just to get to these games, so they're getting so much more.
Here's the pitch outside, and the runner's going to lead off second base and gets back now.
And you can see the way they work. I mean, they know where they're going. They know they're not going to make every play, unfortunately, because they're young. But mentally, they know where to be and they know what to do.
We saw a few ground balls through legs, things like that. The out bait.
Here's a shot into right center field. A diving catch isn't made. A right fielder is going to pick up the scraps. One more run's going to come in to score 3-0 Goldstar Post. Starting to rally now.
Might have lost in the lights. I've never caught a ball in at night. I've never played in the lights that I can remember anyway. So, that's an adjustment for a kid, I would imagine.
And you got to like the effort. I mean, he went laid out for it. He went after it.
That thing's coming in hot too, Coach.
Yep. A lot of pitches in the inning. That's a problem also. You don't want to be out there throwing 20, 30 pitches in an inning. Just like the pros, you want to be around 15, get in, get out.
Keep the game moving.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Umpire calls a strike. Runner takes off to third base and is in there safely.
I think the catcher wanted a little interference there, and I don't think he's wrong. He bumped into the umpire. Again, we know the replay in front of us, but the catcher didn't have a lane to throw.
It's number 17, Mason Pregent, with the steal.
And this is Graham's brother, the pitcher's brother, is in the as at bat right now. That's Kellen.
Oh,
Graham.
Kellen Graham.
Yep.
Oh, wow, look at this. Brother versus brother matchup.
That's
over
Little
there.
League.
Yeah, that's great.
Love to see it. The 1-1 in a brother versus brother matchup.
The only
is
thing,
high.
you can't walk your brother. You
No.
can strike him out. He can get a hit off you. You can hit him with a pitch.
Yeah, you get
but
3-2.
can't
You got to
walk
put
him.
it over the plate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's the 2-1, and it's driven up the middle. This is going to be a base hit. One more run comes in to score. And it is 4-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Goldstar Post putting them up on the board.
Goldstar just keeps putting the barrel of the bat on the baseball. They haven't tried to do anything, try to do too much with anything. They've just been going with it and knocking the ball all over the field.
I love the way they're swinging the bats. That's what you want. You want them up there being aggressive. Put balls in play, good things will happen.
Well, new batter in the batter's box. Now this is number 23.
23. Avery Fireman. Favorite player, Mookie Betts. Good choice. Great
Excellent choices, right? Fireman looks at a ball over the outside part of the plate. The count evens up 1-1.
Goldstar, a verbal. You can hear these kids from the dugout. You didn't hear that in the previous game. These kids are out there and they're making some noise for their teammates.
Thank you for reminding me, Ray.
We're watching baseball.
I just turned the microphone on in that dugout so you could hear the kids going wild. There's another ball into the dirt. 3-1 is our count.
And now he's out there in no man's land. Dennis can't make another trip out, or else he has to take his pitcher out. He already made the trip, so he's got to battle through this. He's got to get out of this inning.
These kids are great over here. It's good listening to them.
There's a strike over the inside part of the plate. The ball is dropped. Here's the throw down to second, and that's going to be a stolen base on a pass ball.
Well, the ball went to what a throw from the backstop. I mean, he didn't get him at second.
Dude, that was way closer than I thought it was going to be, right?
They were frozen row from 10 feet behind home plate.
Look at this.
Driven foul down the first baseline.
I've got a paper cut. Just want the world to know. It's driving me nuts.
Yo, I got a paper cut yesterday or 2 days ago, and it just reminded me of what a little, I'm a big sissy.
Yeah.
Like everything I touch, I'm like, I don't know how guys do it. Be tough. How do you be tough?
I'm ready to tap out right now. I can't handle it, so I wouldn't know the answer.
Well, there's a walk earned this time from number 23, Avery Fireman. He's on first and second right now. 4 Goldstar Post, 1 away, bottom of the first. They've already put up 4, and it's John Prano, the pitcher for Taxman, that finds himself in yet another jam, and he's looking around like, fellas, you got any advice?
Yeah, basically, right? His body language is not poor. It just displays the kid's a little frustrated. I don't think it looks anything you want to take him out of the game.
No, he's got fight in him. I'm just saying he's looking around to his boys.
I wasn't
What do you
insinuating
think?
anything you said, Danny. I
Yeah.
was just saying in general, he looks frustrated. It's 4-0. He's pissed off. I don't blame him.
Yeah, well, it's tough. A couple of walks, but for the most part, he's throwing strikes. The guys they're hitting the baseball.
Also, I know it's good for the players, but pitching with a face mask on, I know it's great for safety, and I don't want them to take it off right after the stories we've heard before. Yeah. But I used to wear a face mask in high school when I played football, lacrosse. I used to get crazy acne. So I'm just saying, that's an adjustment wearing that mask, right? These kids are probably pre-acne.
Yeah, they're all pre-puberty. So.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about any of that right now. Here's the 1-0, a beautiful pitch laid right down Broadway, evens up the count 1-1.
Think about it. Pre-puberty is pretty much the glory years. It only goes downhill from there.
Not knowing
really
about
get
the
better.
opposite sex is a great time. Oh, that one almost took out Ray Palma in the booth.
I got Coach here with me. I'm fine.
I got you back. I'm
not worried.
Coach Charlie, for the record.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'll tell you, John Prano, you're not going to find a kid that works harder. This guy, he will battle. When he plays first base in the outfield, he's a gamer. He's going to run hard, does everything well. So, he's not going to give up here. I promise you that.
The 1-2 pitch,
Nice pitch.
is called the ball.
Umpire's on it right away.
You know what? He's on it, and I'm not going to be in a position to say no, but I will say this. That was a close call. So a good eye there from the batter. 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that does it for the inning. 3 outs. Behoove it for me to tell you how many were on the board. At the end of 1 inning of play, the Gold Star posts 4, Taxman 0. We'll be back with the top of the second after this. Anybody out there care? Not about us. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Comes up once in a while. When he's home, we'll hop on. We need a cameraman. 18 holes.
Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. Bookie not here tonight. Yeah, a lot of people
Shout
were
out to the
wondering.
bookie.
A lot of people were wondering what the spread was on tonight's game. I didn't have enough information, so Dave Fernandez didn't provide me enough information. The sports book from Nobody Cares was not very hot tonight.
That's okay. These kids, opening day, too. Shout out to Franklin Sports, family owned since 1946. One of the best sports apparel equipment companies I've ever been had a chance to meet with. And again, 1946. It's 2023. I can't do the math, but that's like 50, 60, 70 years, something like that, Danny. I don't know. But
That's
it's been
like
around a long
200
time.
years.
Yeah. Anyway, Franklin Sports, family owned 1946. Go check them out. One of the proud sponsors of today's game. And I think the word proud really does apply. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw the pride leaping out of Sebastian early on as he came on. Birdie Pizza
And,
Pasta House.
if I may just jump on these sponsors bandwagons, Panacea Contracting Corp., they remodeled the home around the corner from me here in Bull's Head from top to bottom, outside. I mean, this place went from an old house to damn when you drive by. So I don't know who these people are. They just said, we want to support the broadcast. We want to be down with this. This is a good cause. Panacea Contracting Corp. Man, if you need your home remodeled or whatever it is, reach out to these people because it's absolutely fantastic work. That is Panacea, Panacea Contracting Corp. Top of the second is underway here.
We got to see how Graham responds here. I mean, his offense gave him a crooked number, so now you want to have a shutdown inning, which would be great if you can get out of this real quick. Really be in the driver's seat here.
Coach Charlie running the clock and providing excellent color commentary. Ooh, mighty hack on that one, a little off speed. And Charlie, you tell these kids with this, it's less curveballs, more changing speed at this particular age, right? For the most part.
Yep. Your best pitchers are going to have a four-seam, two-seam fastballs and great changeups.
Deep, hold it short up. Bad hops, going to have to eat it there.
Yep.
So if you're the tax man, one thing needs base running. So
That's what you want.
Little, I don't know. I don't think that would be. I'd go infield single day before I went. I don't think we have an E6 on that one. Just going to put a base runner here as Danny Chanod is now stepping out. So Charlie's going to be me and you here. We got a runner on base.
It's Marcus Barrios coming to the plate right now. Lefty. He pitches. Pretty good stick. Very athletic. He was one that made that diving attempt in center field. It just came out of his glove. Would have been a terrific play.
So now, the good thing about baseball is you get a chance at redemption. He'll come up to the
right
plate
now.
now with an opportunity to give his team or advance the lead. Excuse me, to cut into this 4-run early lead.
A nice knock here gets things rolling. Like I said, Graham, you need an out. You want to get an out here. We're up 4.
Yep, and if your offense ducks on the Pannell, the 1-0, excuse me, the 0, and the ball goes to the backstop, and they're going to advance second base, no throw. So a runner in scoring position. And for a hitter like Barrios, does a little bit of everything. Favorite song is All I Do Is Win, DJ Khaled, so the kid's got the right mentality, that's for sure.
Hey, if he sits right here, he'll take the ball, he'll take the ball to left field. That's what he does best.
And Coach,
of
as
course,
you
he goes
preach,
right to
pulls
right.
one to right field. That's going to put throw coming into the cutoff man. We're going to send him around. He's going to score. Okay, I didn't see him coming around. So that's going to be a run scored for Pauly. Joe Polly scores the run, put the run on the board for the Taxman, and we got ourselves a 4-1 ball game.
And just what we talked about, you want to get out of this inning. Your team puts up 4, and you'd like to go back in the dugout up 4.
So hold the phone here. Mr. Momentum trying to change his address as we have 1 run on the board here. The pitch is high and tight. 1-0.
I love the game within the game, Coach Charlie. The kids leading off, following the rules. The ball has to pass home plate, but there's so much action after the pitch between the catcher and the guys on base. It's just so high level and advanced.
Well, you're reading. You're anticipating the pitch if you're watching.
Oh, that got him. Yeah.
On the bases, you want to see everything. Your eyes should be where the ball is. If you're on base, watch where that ball is. Anticipate a dirty pitch. Anything gets past the catcher, you're on the horse. You're going. You're moving.
You're teaching kids to anticipate instead of just telling to learn read and react type thing, which is really advanced as far as I've known as far as baseball goes.
Still, like you just said, it's the game within the game.
Yeah.
It's the better players they're gonna see that and that's what it's going to get.
It slows down for the great ones, they
sure.
say, right?
At every level. At every level.
That's a 2-1 count. Charlie Pannell, absolutely unbelievable. He is operating the scoreboard and broadcasting at the same time. Here's an opportunity to turn 2. They'll only get the lead runner at second base.
Let's get it out. That's big.
Hey, you get the lead runner, right?
Yeah, huge.
Well, and that's what we really love about covering youth sports, and I know Ray can testify to this. It's just pure. The fundamentals to every sport that we cover, it's really pure and simple and executed to just a finite capacity where it's like, wow, that's the way the game's supposed to be played. So we love to see, just simple things like going for the lead runner at second. I know it sounds silly, but oftentimes you can get caught up under the lights and playing on a broadcast and, make easy errors.
Yeah, no, sure. These guys that are out there right now, they want to make every play. No one wants to make a mistake. So, they're all putting so much pressure on themselves. And unfortunately, at that age, mistakes happen. But it's how you bounce back from them. It's what's going to make you a better ball player. And you got to battle. Just keep battling.
Well, they got the infield in on the corners.
You got DiMaggio in the box. His favorite movie is Major League. So
unbelievable.
The DiMaggio family treating him well. Major League, in my opinion, not only the best baseball movie, but the best movie ever. Period.
It's incredible.
Major League. That's what good me.
Yeah, we quoted that before, so I don't think we ever do a broadcast without quoting it.
Atta boy.
Here's an opportunity to turn 2. There's one to throw to first. Not in time. Safe at first base.
I was looking around. At first, I thought the first base coach was the umpire. Then I looked to the umpire. No rush to make the call, but gets the call right nonetheless. He was safe. So we got already got a run across the board. So if you're a Taxman, you kind of got over that hump. Can we put a little more few ducks on the pond here and try and keep the runs coming?
All right, let's see who we got.
You want to work the pitcher a little bit. You want to get his pitch count up. The one good thing, strategic in Little League is you run a good pitcher's count up. He has to come out. He can't go past that certain number.
Well, we got number 3, Nico Poli, in the batter's box now.
Favorite TV show, South Park, and his favorite food, filet mignon. So
exquisite taste from this young man.
You tell me we're going to hang out, watch South Park, and eat filet mignon? Yes. What time?
What a great night. Is he still accepting friends? Because, my buddies are all married with kids now. They can't eat filet mignon and watch South Park with me.
At least not at the same time.
No.
Might be able to get one or the other.
Well, the 0-2 goes way outside. The runner's going to take off for second and get there. No problem on a pass ball.
Coach Charlie, again, the game within the game, you just see so much communication on up to like that. You hear kids calling out, they're covering, they rotate where they're supposed to be. And I'm mightily impressed.
Again, it's a tribute to our coaching. We really were lucky. The guys that are here, most of our managers on these teams do not have children in the league.
Right.
So three of our 4 major managers are, you're not a dad out there. So it's, you're getting exactly what you pay for, basically. You're getting a guy who works hard and wants to do well, and he's developing your players. Strike 3.
And developing the cheese right down Broadway to bring this into it. And
you look away for a second, that pop will take you right out of your coma. 4-1's our score as we head to the bottom of the second? Or
bottom 2 coming up.
Bottom 2 coming up. Charlie Pannell, he's unbelievable. You're also the stat guy. More baseball when we come back. Nobody cares. Ray Palma, Danny Chanod, and Charlie Pannell on the call. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What an unbelievable facility here at Mid-Island Little League. We often talk about our travels around the New York and tri-state area, but they have really outdone themselves, and they're only in the beginning. We understand that when we come back next year to broadcast again, this place will be night and day. So if you want to see local sports in your community do well, make sure you come down here and support our friends at Mid-Island Little League. Bottom of the second underway. The pitch is swung on and driven foul, and a beautiful catch made in foul territory by the first baseman, one away.
That's Pete DiMaggio at first base. Kid's been consistent all game so far.
I tell you, when you got a last name like DiMaggio, I expect you to make plays.
Your favorite movie's Major League, your favorite player is Mike Trout. You know, this kid's he's got it all figured out.
It just comes. He's 10 years old. I mean, this kid's doing it all already at 10.
The size of this kid in the box.
Oh, one pitch, one out. That's what I want when I play MLB The Show. Here is a pitch inside. This number 28 in the batter's box. Anthony Matute making his second appearance at the dish tonight.
Go back to the top of the order again.
I appreciate you paying attention here, sir. Another opportunity for DiMaggio to make somewhat of a catch heard around the world, but can't do it.
Well, you see, even as 10 years old, he opened up. He went after that baseball. I mean, didn't have a play on it, but
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, it's just
He
great.
was looking over his shoulder to make the catch. He's like,
But he's
10?
also, like you said, he's turning over the proper shoulder, and he's getting the right beat on the
Great
thing.
job.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
my God, I would fall down.
Hey, Ray tore his ACL. Did he make the catch? No, and it was a foul ball.
There's nowhere near it either.
Terrible. Well, here's the 1-1. Nope. Pitcher's going to reset himself here. This is John Pannell on the mound.
Nice pitch.
Beautiful
Off
pitch.
speed.
Off speed is right. Got him guessing that time. 1-2.
I could have swung twice if I was up there.
Threw a lot of fastballs the first time through the batting order, so if he mixes up a little bit now, he may keep them off balance and could keep them in the game.
Is the pitch. Another off-speed one. Just missing a bit too high and outside. So trying to play a little bit of chess, perhaps, right? Thinking you're going to go off-speed, then pick it up, and he threw back-to-back breaking balls. So we'll see if he comes back with a fastball here on a 2-2 count. Prano deals.
There it is.
And
Throw
it
the
was
bag.
a fastball. It's driven over the third baseline into the corner. It'll go all the way down to the wall. Rounding second, going for third is Matute, and he's in there with a triple.
I tell you, it's the one fallback defensively in the outfield. All day, a lot of outfielders not getting low and picking those balls up there. Those coming in hot. You got to get the ball down. You know, your glove down on the floor, on the ground, and make things happen, Coach Charlie.
Well, we had the grass cut recently, so it's low if you can see, so that ball's going to scoot a bit. And
Absolutely new batter in the box this time. This number 49 at the dish, Ryan Anthony Graham.
So what's the scenario?
We absolutely love him. That's correct. The 0-1 is called a strike over the outside part of the plate.
Called a
0-2.
strike. I don't think it was. He's called a strike. I like how he spit on that.
You
Coach,
like how he
like
said
it was
that?
just
I
on the
agree.
outside.
Yep.
We forget about the call, but just he just spit right on it. It was
There's
up
the drive into right field and a can of corn. Beautiful catch made. Almost tagging up. Thought about it for a second, but I think Aaron Judge is playing right field. That was a cannon.
I'm staring at you, like waiting for you to look at me. Did you see the throw from him? Oh my God!
That wasn't even a lollipop, Ray.
He didn't just run it, step into it. He just came down and heaved it to home plate. My
Who is
goodness.
playing right field? Do you
Jesse
know?
Barfield in right? Whoa. No, I don't know who's playing right. Right in red.
We're going to have to get a number on
It
that
could be
kid.
Tingos?
yes, that's Joseph Tingos.
Joseph Tingos, okay. Favorite song? Any song. I guess when you have an arm like that, you don't care about music. You're
No,
not
no.
focused
I
on it.
went to high school with his mom. Cool people. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's just like a superhuman athlete.
And I apparently work with Mom. Shout out Ms. Tingos, IS61.
Oh, 1-0. Is outside and low. Ball gets away. Runner comes home from third. Play to plate. And he's out.
Oh, the relay, beautiful.
Wow, what a play off the backstop.
Welcome to Mid-Island Little League, Fundamental Central. My goodness.
That's a great job. Hey, and with 2 outs, you got to send him there. You got to try to get that run in.
That was absolutely beautiful baseball. We love to see it from start to finish.
Danny, you need math. Charles, you'll know more than me. How many things have to go perfect for that to work out for them? You have to catch the ball.
You got to get
You've got to get a perfect carom off the ball.
Perfect carom. Get to the baseball. Get rid of your mask. Your pitcher has to cover, and you got to be the guy that's standing at third base.
And there's 5 or 6 moving parts in about
not to mention the fact
2
that
seconds.
You got to beat the man to the spot,
Correct.
right? So you got to get to the plate before him, and he did all that stuff. His ankle was literally blocking the plate. I mean, that was beautiful.
I watched Gary Sanchez butcher that a million times. These 10-year-olds.
Well, that's what I mean. Like we watch pro baseball and we get disgusted, and then we see these fundamental plays executed to a T, and it's like, you know what? I'll do local sports all day.
It's a high percentage play there. I mean, you're going to score a run 90% of the time there. I mean, you have to execute that perfectly, and they did.
Now, if you told me, Ray, go sit in a chair from 3 o'clock until what I'm guessing is going to be around 9, 10 o'clock, I'd say, no way. That sounds like torture. I don't feel the pain I usually feel in my back. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm loving this because it's just how high level of baseball we get a chance to watch right now.
Absolutely.
And so this has been a magnificent thing. And shout out to Gotham Trinity Productions. This camera angles and all this fanciness is not done easily. It's not done by 1 or 2 people. It takes a crew. And Gotham Trinity Productions is the #1 production company in the universe.
In the universe.
I'm going universe.
What's the #1 sports network in the world?
I don't know. Probably
It's definitely not us.
ESPN.
We're going to look it up. Yeah, it's probably ESPN.
Guys are a close second.
Yeah.
Close second.
I'll take a close
We're the
second.
best one at Mid-Island Little League tonight.
No
Yes.
question.
Yeah, no
No
question.
question.
We rep Mid-Island Little League.
There we go. That's good enough for me.
100%. Here we are, top of the 3rd inning, I believe. Right, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. 4-1 is our score. Goldstar Post with a 3-run lead. Goldstar Post wearing blue jerseys with white pants, and it's Taxman wearing red jerseys tonight just to get you familiar at home.
Shout out to Duffy's Tavern, one of our sponsors tonight. Cormac Gordon, proprietor and owner, Forrest. They're over there by Forrest and Beeman.
Now, Duffy's, I want to give the shout out here because this is a guy that said, I just love what you guys are doing and I want to be a part of it. So he reached out to us, and we're thankful for that. We appreciate Cormac and everything he's done for the Staten Island community. You talk about a writer at the Advance for many years.
That's his old man, his dad. Yeah, that's his dad.
So this family,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about serving
Cormac's
the
still
Staten Island
coaching over.
community.
He still helps coach at McKee Staten Island Tech basketball. His son, congratulations to Jack going to Baruch. Am I saying the wrong school? I believe it's Baruch. Oh, God, I hope I'm not saying the wrong school.
I hope.
Either way, shout out to Jack going to college, MVP of the Jake's game. Great family. Duffy's, the best burger on Staten Island.
Yeah.
And like you pointed out, Duffy's is not necessarily geographically close to here. That's not what Cormac's doing. He wants to donate
Just support.
things for the kids, to support kids in general, not so much for his business.
That's what it's about. So if you're unfamiliar with any of these businesses on screen, make sure you check them out because they're supporting local, and that's what we're all about.
And you tell them Nobody Cares Sports sent you.
So on the 1-2 pitch, it was fouled, so it stays 1-2.
It's Joe Tingos. He's a first-year major player, and he's the guy who made that great play in right, and he's battling here.
Now, oftentimes you make a great play and then you come up and you make a great hit, but it doesn't happen this time because Graham had other plans.
He decided to change speeds on that one.
Kind of buckled his knees,
Yeah,
Brody.
and buckled mine. I'm not even up there.
He's hitting the spots. Which is, it's going to be real tough tonight if he stays there.
Danny, is this him on the hat? Like, is this supposed to be him? I think it is. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. I have a new obsession with Verdi's Pizza.
I don't know.
Pasta.
Maybe the next commercial break we have that's not really a commercial break, we can show the Verde's Pasta Pizza House hat.
I think it's
See
him.
if it's Sebastian.
It's Sebastian with a pizza.
It's
That's
the greatest advertising.
I want a shirt. I'm going to have to stop by the way home.
Unbelievable. Oh, that guy's unbelievable. I'm going to get food from him. I'm serious. I've been looking for a good pizza place around here in Bull's Head. It's hard. I found one.
Wow.
I found one.
They've won a fan in me. Shout out to Verdi Pasta, Pizza and Pasta.
You know what? A pizza place I use often. I got to give a shout out to my guy Rosebank Pizza on Bay Street in Staten Island over there on the North Shore. Here's a beautiful line drive fielded with the backhand by the second baseman. He keeps the ball in front of him, more importantly, stopping it from going onto the outfield grass. It's going to be an infield single.
Not much else you can do there. You try and go for it on the backhand, but if you don't snap it, that's about it. But like you pointed out, Dan, keep the ball in the infield. Good things happening.
Knocking it down, yep, keeping it to one. These guys, if you see any hesitation, any ball scoots through, they're going to go two. So just getting in position to make that play, nice job.
I guess I'm just, I'm talking about Little League in the 80s. was so much of that, taking the extra base because kids weren't good. They couldn't make the throws, basically, type deal. And you're not seeing any of that here today.
Well, Little League, because the commitment is I think, greater now than
The specialization, like we pointed out, coaches are coaches, not I had, and I loved my coaches,
Dude,
like, shout out Glenn Paul and Mr. Bullen. I remember their names now, So
Ray, I'm not trying to cut you off, but this kid Graham has unbelievable control. He just purposely backed off the batter and then throws the next pitch right over the plate where he wants it. So, I mean, like sometimes like when you throw in, you're like, oh, maybe he's losing it. No, that was a purpose pitch. This kid's 10 years old throwing purpose pitches. I'm just throwing it out there.
Because Bo knows this and Bo knows that. This kid it's scenario. That's him.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, roped.
Here's a line drive into left field. That's going to be good enough for a base hit. First and second is what we have with one away.
Beautiful, compact swing, bat through zone, bat on ball, player on base.
And you got 3, 4, 5 coming now. We got to get, this is where it gets interesting. This is a big batter right here.
I think if you're a parent and your child is going to play on a Nobody Cares sports broadcast, you want to tell them when they fill out the questionnaire that they like old school hip hop music, and you'll just become an instant fan of the broadcast.
All right.
I find it genuine. I'm saying they did it on their own. I think the parents are, obviously.
Oh, no. It's it. Here we go. Pass ball, and the runners move up second and third.
At this age, the music you hear is basically a reflection of your parents. I guess, no, it's different for this generation, though. See, if I didn't have it in the house, or all car rides on my mother's music or my father's sports radio, I never had a choice. These kids have phones and everything now, so it's a little different now, I suppose.
Crazy, dude. My Game Boy was really it. Paperboy was a lot of fun.
Paperboy.
The pitch is high, 2-0. So, boys, we got ourselves a ball game here because Goldstar Post has a 4-1 lead, but it's Taxman with runners on second and third and just one away here in the third inning.
And this is Pannell. He could help himself here. The pitcher against pitcher. 3-0.
That is outside, 3-0. You said it, mister.
So, Charlie, at this age, tell me, you got a hitter like this. Are there red lights? Is it mostly, or caution lights? Or
3-0 in the Little League, you're taking. Especially you're down 3 runs.
Okay.
If he swings the bat right now, I'm kicking his butt.
Okay. Enough said.
You got to we need you on base.
I like that. Let's see what happens. He could definitely hear us. Here's a 3-0 right down Main Street for a strike.
He did not want Coach Charlie to kick his ass.
No, he was like, yo, I can hear my man. It's a little bit different.
He knows. You'll see. He's gonna take a big hack right now. He's an aggressive batter, and he's going to sit red, and he's going to try to drive it.
Good opportunity here with a 3-1 look in and get something he could hit, and does. That's a pop-up to the shortstop, can of corn. He makes the catch. 2 away. So not out of danger's way just yet. Second and third remains the situation. And a big-time opportunity here as number 21, Joe Poli, strolls to the plate, the catcher.
Kind of the only bad scenario there as far as a ball in play, because if you ground ball right side is a run. Ground ball anywhere is probably a run.
Yep.
Fly ball in the infield, unfortunately, the only scenario where you can put the ball in play and not get an RBI in that situation.
This kid, JP, is a great 2-out hitter. And there it is.
Holy shit, one up the middle. 1 run comes in to score. And they're sending the other. He will score easy. Poli to second. And he'll stay right there. We are at a 4-3 ball game with the tying run on second base.
Coach Charlie on cue, right at the middle, put bat on ball, swing, boom. 4-3 game, Coach.
I'm telling you, man, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah, now you pass it to here to Barrios again. Like I said, here's a lefty, so you're going righty, lefty. Anything if he leaves something over the outside part of the plate, he's taking it to left. I know he hit it down the line to right before, but this kid characteristically is going to go to left field.
Well, his favorite food's McDonald's, so this kid is obviously can do a little bit of everything. I used to love McDonald's so much.
So Barrios with an opportunity here as he looks at a high fastball, 1-0.
We got a baseball game.
We love to have one of those, don't we?
Sure.
Now Graham gets the sign. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled back, 1-1.
I find myself not necessarily paying attention, is listening to the sounds of the game in the background, Danny and Charles. Like you just hear fans, coaches, whatever. It's hard to even tell the difference. It's been so positive and encouraging all day.
Those dugouts are going to be
1-1 from Graham is outside, 2-1. So we've got ourselves a battle here now with first base open. He's got a little bit of room to play, but that's the go-ahead run at the plate, so they don't want to put that man on base.
Choking up in his stance.
Good pitch.
That is a high fastball outside part of the plate, 3-1.
I think he thought he had ball 4. He's kind of walking it off, and then
He's got to know the count.
back into the
Got to
box.
know the count.
Barrios with an opportunity here, looking for a good pitch to hit the 3-1. Swung on and missed, making the count 3-2.
Had him
Looks
out in
like he
front,
swung
yeah.
at ball 4 there.
Had him out in front, had him fooled from the jump. So
Yeah, he's way ahead in the account. You got to look one spot, one pitch. Not a great swing there, but now look, you see he's choked up on the bat. Great 2-strike approach here.
Here's the 3-2. It's swung on, driven down the left field line, and foul. We will do it again.
third base coach now single flinch. I would have been really nervous if I was.
Honestly, there's a whole nother level of instincts on display.
Yeah,
here.
no, you won't see Ray Palma coaching third base anytime soon. That's
No,
for
there's
sure.
a reason we don't play in celebrity softball games.
Oh, I'll play the celebrity.
I'm not ready to meet Jesus. I'll commentate.
Oh, I'll
You can
play. There's certain things I won't do, but I'll play. I'm ready to go.
3-2 behind
Nobody
on the
cares.
fastball yet again. So 2 fastballs slapped the other way.
He's fighting him off. Fight him off and try to poke something through the left side. He's just got to stay balanced. He's lunging. Stay balanced, drive the baseball.
Graham gets to shine. The 3-2 is swung on, driven down the left field line. Fair ball, throws across the diamond.
Great play.
Out at first base. Foot came off the bag, put it back on the bag. He's out. That is the end of this half inning of play. We head to the bottom of the third. It is Goldstar Post, still with a 4-3 lead over Taxman. More Little League Baseball when we come back. Nobody cares. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the third inning. It's a one-run ball game. Danny Chanod, Ray Palma, and Charlie Pannell in the broadcast booth. It is Taxman and Goldstar Post on what is a beautiful night here in Mid-Island, Staten Island, Travis. Ray, take it over this inning.
Well, going what you just said, Danny, the best night of 2023 so far. Right now, I'm going to guess it's about a good 74. Light breeze. I'm hearing some basketball shorts and Charlie, this is beautiful baseball weather.
Oh, perfect. I mean, when you think about the way this month started with weather, now the way it's we got a summer night in April.
So Prano, rough first inning, comes back, goose egg in the second inning. Now he finds himself in a one-run game, so it goes testament to him working hard, staying focused. Not sure where he is pitch count-wise, but it's going to be looming soon, I would think. He threw a lot of pitches in that first inning, but testament to him and a big inning for him here in the third, Charlie.
Yeah, it's rough. We had a rough first inning, but now coming out in the third, if he can get these first pitch strikes, the name of the game. You want to throw the best pitch in Little League Baseball is strike one.
And you know what's funny, but you'll hear the same thing. You listen to the S Network or a Met game Yankee. The same thing is going to be said by Keith Hernandez or David Cohn or any, strike one. Strike one's critical for both, for the batter and the pitcher. It just establishes and transcends itself from this age right through the major league. So coming into the box here, we got number 19.
That's Jake Schron.
Jake Schron. Andrew, I am told that is the son of Andrew Schron, Curtis legend. I had the privilege of going to school with Andrew. Rest in peace to a Curtis legend, and it's great to see your son in the batter's box. And you got a great cut, fouled it straight back. And it's going to be 0-1. Yeah, his old man, a man amongst men, just the biggest, jolliest, one of the happiest guys you could ever meet. Great to see this young man playing. A foul tip into the ball. It's going to be strike two. So it's going to be 0-2 on Schron early on. And Coach Charlie Prano has come out, like you said, and he's thrown strikes early.
Yeah, that's what you need. You want to get strike one. You want to get that first out, and it'll make it for an easy inning.
And Schron steps into it, drives it into the right center field gap. It's going to go up and against the wall. Ball coming into center field, and Schron has himself a stand-up double. What a nice piece of hitting as he makes the muscle and slaps the little muscle gesture there. Got to love that. Beautiful piece of hitting there, Coach Charlie.
Yeah, he got the good part of the bat on that. A little too good of a pitch for an 0-2 pitch. I would have liked to have seen something out of the zone, make him chase, and then come back at him. You're way ahead, but again, you got to throw strikes.
Here's Aaron Locke. I hope I'm saying that the right way, Mr. Locke. He loves Cobra Kai, and he loves quesadillas and burgers. So, I mean, you want to watch Cobra Kai and eat burgers and quesadillas.
There's a ton of Cobra Kai fans out there.
Well, Cobra Kai, a great show. Staten Island's own Luan Thomas will shout him out again, executive producer, a writer, or one of those titles. You'll see him in the credits a lot. He's a Staten Island guy. I love to shout those out when I can. And so we have the hitter, the size, the presence of Locke in the box, Charlie. My goodness. He just looks boy. Like Frank Thomas out there.
Yeah, he can rake, too. If he gets a pitch, he can really drive it.
Ground ball is out the middle, to the right side, gets through into right field. They're going to throw the ball in. The ball's actually going to come in from right field.
Great job.
And now they're going to get him in a rundown, but coming home on the plate. The tag is made, but the ball is dropped. That's going to allow the run to score. Throw it on the third. The ball is dropped again, and they're going to hold him there at third. So a lot of action here. The run will score on the drop ball by the catcher, making it 5-3. And that the hitter there was Locke. So Locke advances to third base on the overthrow. 5-3 in favor of Goldstar.
And that's Little League Baseball. You can't throw the ball around. You're ahead 0-2, and now you just gave up a run. You got a guy on third and nobody out.
So now number 99 stepping into the box. Number 99, and John Grissler, the DH. It's a foul ball towards my Pathfinder. I hope I can avoid that. He loves a good hot pretzel. His favorite player is Aaron Judge, as evident by the number 99 here. So Grissler's looking to follow it up. He has a runner on third. The infield in, so a ground ball is going to be interesting. Anything in the outfield is going to drive a run home. Yeah, Pannell, again, we don't know his pitch count, but I'm sure it's got to be up there. So this might be his last inning of work. 1-0 pitches on the outside. Goes to the backstop, but no advance there. After seeing the play early on, no surprise. So the backstop's close, Charlie, and I guess that's, so.
And there's also, it kicks back, and he's big on third, but he's not as fleet of foot. So you gotta have it. You gotta know you're gonna make it, especially with nobody out.
Prano with the 1-1. Ball driven. It's gonna go over the head of the drawn-in infield. That's gonna drive in another run. Great piece of hitting by John Grissler, just serving that ball in the right field against the drawn-in infield. That's going to bring the score to 6-3, and it might end the night for Prano on the mound. Great effort from that young man.
Yeah, he did a really nice job. He battled. Again, too many pitches in the first inning, so you get to this point in the game, and they're still putting everything in play. Maybe he's a little tired. We play a lot of games in the week.
And Charlie, I'm not an expert, but if you throw a lot of pitches in the first inning, it changes your approach later in because you only have a certain amount of pitches left. So 2-0-2, maybe you're throwing the strike if the pitch count's not a factor. You know what I mean? You're not working the zone as much as you can when the pitch count's not a factor.
I mean, absolutely. If you want to get that out, and you're saying, okay, I'm up 2 strikes, get one here, and it changes the whole composure of the inning.
And I'm at 70 pitches. If I throw it, waste one now, then sure. And it gets into your head.
Yep.
Want to give a quick shout out to Jody's Club Forest, one of our sponsors today. Jody's Club Forest, a staple in the West Brighton community. Terrence Haggerty, owner, talked to him earlier today. Talked about just wanting to help out the kids. Again, Jody's not geographically close to here. Most of these families probably don't frequent the place, but maybe by the sponsors you can help them out. Jody's is just everything. The wings, specials, the burgers, steaks. I'm trying to think of the name of the wing. The Mary Jane wings.
Mary Jane.
So. Shout out to Terrence Haggerty, daily specials. Go check it out. Jody's Club Forest, one of the finest restaurants on Staten Island. Fine in all aspects. Charlie, if you want to go out and have a night of drinking with the boys, great place to go. You want to have a family dinner for 25, great place to go. You need to rent a party hall for 100 people, great place to go. Great prices, family owned and operated. Great establishment. So the pitching change is going to happen. Charlie, can you tell me who's on the mound here?
Yeah, it's Marcus Barrios. He's coming, another lefty. He's going from lefty to lefty. Marcus, 11 years old. Nice changeup. Throws pretty hard. And you'll see he's going to throw strikes. He will throw strikes for you tonight.
I'm trying to read my notes. I can't read whatever I wrote for him. So whatever. I see McDonald's. So the kid's a big McDonald's fan. And, Lord knows McDonald's is delicious. So can't blame you there, kid. Try to avoid a little bit, though. It's probably not that good for you. My physique will tell you as such, but nonetheless, he's warming up, and it's different. So much different seeing the young man without the helmet or without the mask on. So you get to see his face and everything. That's pretty cool. So 6-3, Charlie. We see you can score runs in bunches at any level, but especially this level. So 6-3, still a ball game. He's coming in here, and he gets a fresh 75 pitches.
He gets his pitch count. He'll have actually 85 because he's 11. His
Right,
9-year-old
based
pitch.
on age. I'll
It's
get it one
85.
day. Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
One day
You
I'll
know.
figure it all out.
It's but again, I can't see him going that long. You got 3 innings, 4 innings, but just pound the zone. You got to throw strikes.
Right.
Same.
The hope is he doesn't throw anywhere near that amount of pitches for both,
Absolutely not.
both his health and the team. Obviously, you want to hold things right here. So
Yep.
it's a 6-3 game. Stepping into the box here, number 17. It's Mason Pregent. Pregent. All right. He loves pizza, and he loves The Mandalorian. Great show. I just actually started to catch up on that season 3. Great show. Great call, kid. This is the way. Ball on the inside, so it's going to be 1-0. 1-0, runner on first base. We got a 6-3 ball game here in I believe, the bottom of the third.
Yes, sir.
I know we're in the third. I was guessing top or bottom. I knew we were in the third. Okay, so 1-0 coming in. Rope, fouled straight back to the right. It's going to be 1-1. Another ball headed somewhat towards my Pathfinder. Hope they can all avoid that. They'll avoid the windshield. If you put a dent in it, no one's going to care. Nobody cares. All right, so we're going to have a 1-1 upcoming after the foul ball. As you can hear the crowd, you hear the coaches and they're just encouraging one another. This has been a fantastic all game. The 1-1 is going to be inside, almost hit him, got out of the way. And it's going to bring the count to 2-1.
That mask looks like it's bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, Danny Chanod talked about that earlier. It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
You're not used to having something over your face like that. It's got to be, if nothing else, an obstruction. I'm sure you get used to it, but it takes time. 2-1. Rope to the left side, throw for a base hit. What a good piece of hitting. Just got the bat out in front. And served it, Charlie. Didn't try and do anything too much with it. Just went up there and knocked it into the left field. And they're going to have runners on first and second here. Still nobody out.
Yeah, he went with the pitch. Nice job. Good piece of hitting. Third baseman's got to back up just a little bit, I think.
So this is going to bring Kellen Graham, also Tribe Called Fest, favorite TV show, Survivor, favorite TV show. I can't say I've ever seen Survivor, but Survivor is a Survivor, right? It's been around for, feels like 30 years.
Forever.
So, hey, good, God bless.
I just want to say, gentlemen, you're doing a fantastic job. I was just checking the feed out there. Everybody loves you on the YouTube machine. Charlie, they say that you're a natural. I don't know who they are, so they could be very powerful, but they say you're a natural up here, pal.
I appreciate the compliment. I want to be up here. I want to be down there. I want to be around the game. That's all I want.
And you can tell from your sincerity, Coach, it's baseball. This is what you know, and, like when it's your passion and something you love, it's easy to do.
Yeah, except my wife hates me for it.
That's standard everywhere we go. Are you kidding me? I'll have to send her a fruit basket from Edible Arrangements. That's how we get Doug Elwell all our broadcasts.
Danny lives under a bridge, but somehow has a budget for $1,000 a month in fruit baskets.
Yeah.
So,
when you get the
balances out.
stockpile of hate mail we get at Nobody Cares, you better have some sort of budget for fruit baskets.
So now it's going to be, I believe, a 2-2 upcoming here, first and second. So if you're here, you got to hold them here.
Absolutely.
Got to hold them, and
Have to get an
2-2.
out. Have to have an out.
Oh,
he swung
Almost
the bat.
hit him, but he
almost
did
hit him. But he did swing, so the ump's going to call a strike, and it's
He called
3-2.
Okay, I thought the count was 2-2. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
he
got a
called
little
it a
confused.
ball.
Yeah, he
Called it
did
a ball.
swing.
Okay.
I would have appealed. You appeal, he's probably out.
Yeah, he did swing clearly. So okay, here comes a 3-2.
Got him.
Oh,
Strike 3 called. So that is number 11 down on strikes, Kellen Graham. And strolling into the batter's box right now is a lefty, number 23 from Goldstar Post. This is Avery Fireman.
he likes Family Guy, popcorn, chicken, and pizza. Who doesn't? Great work, kid.
It's good. He looks at a pitch on the inside part of the plate, a ball.
Like in my prime, how many pieces of popcorn chicken could I eat in one sitting? It's probably in the thousands.
Well, shout out to Jessie Vasquez out there on the YouTube machine. She says Coach Charlie's a natural and we all love him. So
Thank you.
Coach Charlie stealing the show. It was tough to. I mean, I don't know. It's
I know.
between Sebastian and Coach Charlie. I think Coach Charlie is maybe a little more refined as far as his opinion, but love of the game and passion. It's close. It's close. We've had some studs in this broadcast booth tonight.
and it gets away from the catcher, but a good job keeping a ball in front of him. And to be fair, I would pay money to see Sebastian from Verde's Pasta House do anything.
And Sebastian also did not do the clock, so Charlie is multitasking up here.
Comes with the territory.
Now the 3-0 is inside. That's a walk. Ball 4. The bases are loaded.
So Barrios is coming to the game, and you want to extinguish things, but unfortunately, lost the strike zone here in the last at bat, and the bases are now loaded. So force at any base. I think Coach Charlie, the infield's going to play back. You would think I'm not going to bring the infield in.
You're chasing 3, so you got to get him out. You need the out at the plate.
And that's the third inning. You're only playing 6 Little League strategy.
Correct.
It's a Major League game where it's many more innings to go. Okay, makes total sense.
There you go. This number 1, Christian Misseri, stepping into the batter's box. No? Oh.
Charlie's telling you no.
This is Nate
Nate Martuccio.
Safety squeeze up the middle, but he's going to get him at the plate. So
Wow.
I'm Charlie. I'm guessing he might have bunted on his own. I'm thinking it wasn't a safety squeeze because he wasn't off on the pitch, actually. So
I'm looking down at the coach at third base, and it looks like he was taking a shot. He was gambling, rolling the dice.
now you think that was a call?
I think so.
Squeeze?
I think he tried to squeeze it. All he's got to do is he gets it down the line a little bit.
Yeah,
that run's
definitely.
scoring. And you have to get the out of first there, but he just bunted a little bit, back.
He went
to
right
the
back to the pitcher, worst place, right?
All right, here's number 3, Neil Marisculo. In the batter's box, he looks at a strike down Main Street, 0-1.
And so now the defense adjusts. The infield is back. Infield in slightly at third, but otherwise double play depth. Ground ball to second or short could end the inning, get him out of here.
The 0-1 swung on and missed, strike 2.
Also consistently throwing strikes will also get out of here. So there's
That's
more than
what'll
one ways
happen.
to make this happen.
Yep. If you can forget about the base runners and just focus in and you play catch, throw strikes, and good things can happen,
I need to wrote something.
Now
for
with
this
3
ball.
ducks on the pond, the 0-2, 2 outs. And that ball is low. Ball 1. Good eye here from the batter. Check back to third base. Runner gets back just in time.
See, that was a great 2-strike pitch, in my opinion. Stay low. Maybe he chases the younger kid in the box. Now you can come up a little high and try to blow it right by him.
I think I couldn't read for Barrios says, all I do is win. Favorite song. DJ Khaled. Good tune.
Unbelievable. The 1-2.
There it is. Look at this.
And here is a swing towards first base. It is going to bounce foul.
Yeah, once that ball's spin, once it's touched, it's considered dead. Great play, though. I love the effort and the energy.
Yeah. That's
That thing had some serious
Had
English
some
on
English
it.
We
on
call
it.
English, yeah, absolutely. It landed about 2 feet in fair territory.
Like well into the grass.
And it was like, well, that's a fair ball. And then it had magnets in it and went towards the first base dugout. So the 1-2, 2 outs. We'll do it again. Grounder to second baseman, fielded cleanly, fires to first, and that's the end of the inning.
All things considered, great job by Barrios there.
Yeah, it was a little shaky when he got in there, but he bared down, and he made a great play on that bunt. That was huge. A lot of kids may hesitate and not get that out there, so that was great.
Looks like we're headed to the top of the 4th here now, right, gentlemen?
Yes,
yep. We got a new round coming up, Ray. Top of the 4th coming up. That's right.
New round.
Listen, you're tuned into the Nobody Cares Sports Network on the YouTube machine. If you like what you see, feel good local sports, no religion, no politics, just out here for the community. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We do playoff games, championships, special events, opening days. These kind of events that we're broadcasting tonight is what we're about. There's a lot out there that we haven't done yet. So if you know anything that you'd like to see us cover, we're not biased, man. We just want to get out there and do the right thing by everybody. Drop us a DM on Instagram, Facebook. I don't know. The internet's scary. Like and subscribe.
You can find me, Ray Palma. You can ask around. You can find me here on Staten Island.
Hey, Dave.
Chanod, nobody's cares.
Just making sure the hate mail we got wasn't too crazy.
Just checking in on the hate.
Lord knows we get a lot of it.
Shout out to Panacea Contracting Corporation, Panacea Contractors. In that line of work, I believe I had work done on my house. It cost me, 6 figures, and it's just hard to trust what costs what. Well, in a world where you can't trust many, you can trust Panacea. Trust Panacea Contracting Corporation. Go check them out. Good people and proud sponsor of the action you've seen today.
Ray, I am not kidding you. That is an unbelievable commercial drop, bro. I know that that's not a real slogan. You just made that up.
Yes, I'm making some of it up, but it's definitely called Panacea Contracting Corporation.
No. You're not making up their service. Like I said, they did a house around the corner from me. This place is unbelievable.
I've heard great things.
I told Dave Fernandez this when I saw, the dumpster, like the 20-yard dumpster outside the house or whatever. It said Panacea on the side. So I sent Dave a message. I said, Dave, I found our sponsor. They're doing a house run. He's like, yeah. I was like, look, tell the guy I'm going to be hiding in the walls of this house, getting to know their style.
There we go.
And I was there for about a week. And listen, I did good work. So I second what Ray says. In a 6-3 ball game, this one not over yet. Taxman is trailing. They are wearing red. The blue squad, Goldstar post up by 3. Kind of full circle for us in a lot of ways. We call this studio that we operate out of Studio 64. We take Studio 64 from our home base in Stapleton and on the road like we're doing tonight, and we do that because it is dedicated to our late friend Andrew Schrone, and tonight Andrew Schrone's son is actually playing for Taxman, I believe, right? Or
Danny,
Goldstar Post.
When he left, Danny, he was 0-2, and he ripped one in the right field. It was beautiful. Great piece of hitting.
This is what I'm talking about. So full circle for us tonight. Great to be a part of it as we have a grounder left side of the infield is fielded cleanly and fired to first for 1 away. And that's what it's about when it comes to community. So just happy to be here tonight, and shout out to everybody out there that's happy to see Studio 64 doing good things like this.
1 pitch, 1 out. Couldn't ask for a better start.
And I'll tell you who's happy, Danny. The people of Staten Island, these kids' parents, these kids' families, the people that live out of town that are watching their nieces and nephews and grandsons play, and they're watching it free of charge. If you're doing it, we watch it free of charge, like and subscribe. Hit the button. It takes you 10, not even a second. It takes 1 second.
It takes that long.
It takes 1 second. Like and subscribe and enjoy it. That shout out to you, Danny Chanod. Again, bringing these kids memories of the last a lifetime.
1 pitch, 1 out is like the greatest thing when you're a pitcher. Yeah. It's got to be such an amazing confidence boost for you too, right? The rest of it, like, let's do it.
What's that? The immaculate inning, I believe, right? So three pitches, 3 outs.
That's 9 strikes.
That's 9 strikes. So what is 3 pitches in an inning? That should have a name. If it doesn't,
3 pitches, 3 outs.
Well, it should have a name. It should be something.
It's called Happy Birthdays.
Thank God. Yeah.
Trace. I'm calling it Trace. I'm making up new terms. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
And they're saying, Danny, you brought it up earlier, but a year from now when we come here, we're going to be broadcasting from an all turf, the new modern turf, not the actual turf that I'm thinking of, but the modern turf facility is going to be here. Talk about technology and advancements.
It's going to be like Disneyland here.
Disneyland, right in the middle of Travis and Victory. Like, go figure, right? It's a beautiful thing here, and the development of Staten Island in general. You go to any neighborhood, and just things are just much different than they were 20 years ago, and it's for the positive. Well, in most cases.
Charlie, I'm just going to throw it out there. The comment section on YouTube is wildly in favor of you, and I'm starting to wonder if I even have a staff of my own anymore. You know, if everybody's just this Happy Gilmore. We find people in the parking lot. Next thing you know, you're running the place.
Hey, listen, I'm available for private parties.
Lord knows Ray is as well.
I'm single, ladies, if anybody's wondering. Yes, it's true. I am single. So.
Only on a Little League baseball game can you hear that call.
Wow.
Oh, there's a walk for you with 1 away and a 6-3 game,
I also
4th
have
inning.
I have no kids. So, all right, no more. I'm just saying, I'm undefeated.
Who needs Tinder when you could just go live and tell people
live
things?
and tell dozens of people to watch this? Yeah. And I got a Verdi Pizza's Pasta's House gift
Well,
card.
there's a strike right down Broadway. Way to start him off after a walk. That's what you want to do is start off your next batter with a strike, and that's exactly what happened here.
Coming in, pounding that strike zone. Critical, any level of play.
It's Nico Poli at the plate. Another first-year major player.
Nico's such a badass name.
Yeah,
you
you got to see his
just
head.
like-
He's got a beautiful head of hair.
Always great to see.
And here's he showing bunt. It's a ball as he pulls that bat back. 1-1's our count. A lot of dancing around first base with that runner.
He called that a strike.
Talking about great rugs.
Really?
Danny
Oh,
Chanod's
wow.
got it covered in the hat, but Danny Chanod's got the massively beautiful head of hair.
I appreciate that. My stomach's a train wreck, but everything else, like the eyebrows, are great too.
You can't win every inning, you know. Sometimes you got to give it
Can't
up.
win every round, Ray. We've been through this.
It is better. Your way is better. I'm with it. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know.
All right, so 6-3, runner on base here.
Shout out to the Ferry Hawks, and I saw Frankie the Ferry Hawk was in the building as well. There's a strike as the runner is taking off for second base, and he is in there with stolen base.
Sounds like something that should happen in the future, perhaps. A little Nobody Cares, Staten Island Ferry Hawks collaboration. We should work on that. Something for the future.
Maybe it'll happen. I doubt they'll ever answer my phone calls, but we'll see.
Well, they should. And if not, well, I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Swing and a miss on some high, stinking cheddar, 0-2.
Big, stinky cheese. the Roper Rocket, the Brie Bullet,
I didn't
the
see-
Parmesan Pellet.
No, none of these kids are their favorite movie is Rookie of the Year. I think we got to educate them on Rookie of the Year.
Oh, what a phenomenal movie.
They're all going to go home and try and snap their arm in half after the movie, right?
Yeah.
The pitching coach steals the show in that movie, in my opinion. He locks
Daniel
himself
Stern?
He locks himself in the cage. Yeah,
Make hot ice. Brigma. 6-3 is our score. The 0-2. That is a nasty off-speed pitch that just misses.
Tingo's
1 and 2.
battling at the plate right
That's a
now.
great take. Great take on an 0-2 pitch.
Word. We're mad jealous of you, Charlie. We're getting roasted in the chat right now.
Sorry, guys.
And no,
We need that.
we need. Listen, it's not us.
If you're bringing the chat, you're bringing ratings and eyeballs, which is the goal here.
Because
So
in
great job,
the words
Charlie.
of Bob Euchre, nobody's watching us, right? So here's the 2-2.
Got him
Swung
with the
on.
high cheese.
Missed. Oh,
Tough
doctor.
Tough at bat for Tingos there, but my goodness, that fastball, I'm going to call. Charlie said they throw around 75. I got it at 99. So either way, that kid was throwing some serious high cheese.
Well, they do that in the Little League World Series as we come to the end of the 4th inning. Or we're going to the bottom of the 4th. We're going bottom 4
it's
right now.
October.
Boys, we talk about that. When it comes to the Little League World Series, they do have that technology where it'll show like what the Little Leaguer's throwing, and say he throws a 67-mile-per-hour pitch, they'll compare it to what that is in Major League Baseball. So they'll say he threw 67, that's comparable to an 89-mile-per-hour fastball, something like that. So comparatively, as they progress, right, there's all sorts of metrics and numbers where, believe me, there's MLB scouts out there right now watching a 14-year-old kid in Dominican Republic saying, he's throwing 67 miles per hour now. If he keeps doing what he's doing, in 5 years, he's going to throw 93.
Well, that's
just
if you're working and you're developing and you build your core, that's what's happening. And again, if you're going to throw 70 from 46 feet, it's like throwing a 92-mile-per-hour fastball from 60 feet in the pros. So
that's what I mean. Ray talked about earlier, if he could get in the batter's box, which is also funny. I said he looked so. We'll have to, you know what? Let's do it right now. Let's just turn the camera around here. Ray, why don't you get on camera, lean forward here. I want to show everybody at home. Ray Palma right now, ladies and gentlemen, I said for his outfit is always fantastic, but it looks like you look like Babe Ruth when he steps out of the closet in the movie The Sandlot. Like that is your outfit.
It's the look I was going for. The jersey has that vintage yellow tinge to it.
Yeah.
So, it was kind of, I'll take it. If anyone call me Babe Ruth, I'm not going to take it as a name.
And also, we have to talk about this as well. Is this Sebastian on the Verde's Pasta House?
I'm going to go with
I think that is.
I mean,
when you go into Verde's, make sure you look for the guy on this hat.
and talk to him because it's
Just
worth your
talk to
time.
him.
Just order something that takes 20 minutes to make and have a conversation. That's what I would do.
Get
It's
the penne vodka. I just ate a pound of it when I came up here.
It's such an experience.
delicious.
It's such an experience. Back to the action. It's number 28 strolling to the plate for Goldstar Post. Who's that madman in the batter's box?
That's Anthony Matute. He's already got a double and a triple tonight.
Charlie knows every kid's name and number at the top of his head. I'm just realizing this. He has no roster.
That's why I told you to sit down when you said you were kind of said, sit down right now. Don't leave. Sit down.
All right. I'm
Really?
not going anywhere.
No.
Let's play 10. Let's go.
Oh, didn't you do that last night?
Yes,
here?
we did. We had a 10-inning game last night.
Now the 0-1 pitch is swung
Oh,
on.
that's Pathfinder bound. I don't like that one. No good. Oh, no one's reacting. Okay. Again, don't care about dents. Just not a new windshield, please.
Honestly, that was on a beeline for somebody's car.
I'm not being sarcastic. My car is over in that direction.
Oh, the 0-2.
Laid off that one.
Oh,
on the
nice
outside
eye.
corner. Yeah, Danny, like I was talking to Charlie when you were gone, these kids do a really good job of just the balls outside the plate, just taking, their eyes far advanced for their age group.
Anthony Matute hanging in here.
And these teams stay together. We don't redraft every year. The 12s leave, and the rest of the guys all play together. So they get to know each other really well.
So, what?
Swung on and missed on a pitch over the outside corner. He is down on strikes, but he runs it down to first anyway. I liked it.
I'm very confused.
It was
What's happening?
confused. He struck out and he ran to first anyway.
Oh,
and
I
then
think
they
he
threw
thought
it
the
around
balls in
horn.
the
It was a
dirt.
drop
Okay.
dirt strike,
Yeah.
yeah,
He
in
thought the
dirt.
balls in the dirt. Okay,
A
gotcha.
lot happening.
Charlie, so what happens now, 11 and before you go reach high school, obviously? So where do you play 7th and 8th grade? Like, what is that considered? It's not Little League anymore. What is it?
No, well, when we were kids, it was Babe Ruth, but now you can play at the intermediate level, which is 50-70. The field gets just a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And you can play there for when you're
Somebody's
13 and 14-year-old. There's also a senior division which it'll be 60-90. You can play at that level if you want to jump to the big field.
So you can play at a big field in 7th or 8th grade if you're good enough. You can. There's an option. That's what.
Absolutely.
Okay, fascinating.
Yeah.
And there's leagues just like on the island similar to this.
Yes,
just the older kids.
Yeah, there's CYO baseball, which is starting back up. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Yes, Mike Neely did talk to us about that during basketball.
You're
Absolutely.
giving that 60-90 experience now
Okay.
to 7th and 8th graders,
Right.
who'll get kind of lost in the mix when they're out of
Sure.
Little League.
Sure. Okay. Awesome.
Here is a line drive to the shortstop who bobbles it, and now he can't make the throw. So that's going to be an infield single for number 49, the pitcher, helping himself a little bit, Ryan Anthony Graham.
I continue to just be marveled at the second-hand nature of all the plays here. The kid, the ball, knew he didn't have a play at first, immediately just got it, threw it right back into the pitcher. Like the progressions, you can tell they've just been taught, okay, this is where I go here, and this is their options, their progressions, whatever term you want to use. It's just so second nature for them, and it's so impressive.
And you're never going to compound a mistake. Just get right back to the pitcher, and let's get back to the next pitch.
Next man up in the batter's box looks at a ball in the dirt.
I'm a high school basketball coach here on the island, and how many times you see a kid miss a layup and then foul immediately. Miss a layup and then you foul right there.
I gotta give a shout out, number 19, Jake Schroen in the batter's box here.
And Schroen ripped one into right field his last at bat.
I know he would. He's like the Giants. He plays better when I'm not watching.
He's been swinging a hot bat. Jake's been working really, really hard, and he's got great size, lefty, beautiful swing. He keeps his head on that ball, barrels it up.
We talked about his dad, the legendary Curtis.
There it is.
There's a hot shot into the gap. That's a single for Jake Schroen. As you said, that's good bat on the ball as well.
And found in the hole, too. Hit the ball in the right spot, too. Sometimes it's not how you hit it, but where you hit it. In this case, it was both. Two runners on the pond. I keep saying pond. I don't know. We don't have a pond.
Ducks on the pond. Ducks on the pond.
I forget to make them ducks. Okay, got it. I can't swim.
He's a basketball guy first, right? But he loves baseball. I'm not trying to say that he doesn't, but it's the lingo, right? That his basketball lingo is on another level. He'll catch up.
Needs to spend more time in Mid-Island with us. We got a long summer ahead of us. He's welcome.
Whoa, it was just ducks, guys. Sweet Jesus. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Danny. My goodness.
Listen, you keep this air conditioning on. We'll come back anytime.
I'll just come back to hang out. I don't care if it's a broadcast or not. This is a great venue.
Nice little place you got here.
I am now going to consider myself, if I walk back in this facility, I'm walking in this door up the steps. I don't care what I'm here
for me personally. I'm going to ask
you guys
how
have
much to stay.
Open door policy.
We can
welcome
get
anytime.
A little cot and just watch some Little League all day. It sounds great to me. So runners at first and second, and here comes the 1-1. A Murphy bed. Nice.
Yeah,
Sounds like
snaps out of the wall.
Yeah. Oh, is that what a Murphy bed is? Okay.
Yeah, the thing from Roger Rabbit.
And cruise ships. Yeah, okay.
The Eddie Valiant bed. That's a 2-1 count as we snap back to reality like Rabbit.
Good shot.
Ooh, good one, Danny.
Yeah. That's a great pitch. Right on the block.
I was talking about Danny's reference, but both were great.
I appreciate you, Ray. Every once in a while, we got times. Drop sometimes. The 2-2 is going to be...
At this age, too, I mean, if you cross the catcher up, if you sit up inside and it's wild outside, I mean, the pros can't get in front of those, so it's even more harder for 11, 12-year-old.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get out of your own way.
Here comes a 3-2.
Nice job.
Laid off, and that's going to put the bases loaded again here. So, defining moment here, one way or another. 6-3 game. If you blow it open with a hit, it doesn't put the game to bed, but it puts a lot of trouble. Get out of the inning, and 3-run game going into the 5th.
Yep, this is huge. You got to bring the infield in the same way. You got to knock this run down at the plate. You want the out there. Got to get the out of 4.
Here's a pitch to our batter in the box right now, the righty. This is number 99, rocking Aaron Judge's number, John Grisler. He's
Loves himself
DH.
a hot pretzel. Who doesn't love a hot pretzel?
Kidding me? Let's get you go to Western PA. You die out there. Watch out. Little chin music as he's got to duck down. 2-0 the count. Pitcher's got to be careful here with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put him.
Danny, I missed that reference. So what's the PA reference? Are they known for pretzels? I like pretzels.
Oh, yeah. You got to go up there what is that? Lancaster?
I've been to Lancaster, but I don't remember having
what
pretzels.
is it? I'm trying to think. Hanover, Pennsylvania. That's where
Okay.
pretzels come from. It's,
the brand
German,
Hanover.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
okay.
like German-Dutch territory up there.
Okay, all right.
Every restaurant in town has the best pretzel you ever had.
Okay, I don't think I experienced that part of it. So I'll have to go back.
And here's an opposite shot to the first baseman. Goes off his calf, picks it up, touches first base, and he'll limp around and say, you know what, I got the out, but don't rub it. Don't rub it. He's good.
So that'll allow the run to score. It's going to bring the score to 7-3. So a good piece of hitting. Good defense, at least on a ground ball, limiting them to 1 run. Now you have 2 out. The fielders can go back to natural depth. I can't talk. Depth positions. Danny Chanod, how you feeling over there? Franklin Sports Family Homes in 1946.
Yeah, that's right. Main Street Coffee.
What's up, boy? DiMaggio.
Main Street Coffee.
DiMaggio took it off his chin. He's all right. He's a trooper.
Yeah, like I said, you don't rub it. And they brought him into the conference on the mound. They made a circle around him and said, hey, get in the circle. You could rub it if you want.
Yeah, you shield him from the camera.
Exactly.
Get
You
back
know what
over
it
there.
is. They were like, all right, we're ready to play.
Meanwhile, I would have been on the ground screaming at the top of my
Crying.
lungs. Yeah.
Call an ambulance. Call the bus.
What's the number for 911?
I'm suing for $100,000. It ain't even wet over there.
We can sell it at court right now for $20.
Mason Pregent now in the box.
Oh, love it. Pratchett with a big cut. Swing and a miss.
If I went up there in that box right now, I would definitely strike out. But like Prejudice, I would get my hacks. That's for sure. Go up there, don't get cheated.
Yeah, get your money's worth.
Oh, no doubt about it.
This kid can fly. He hits anything on the ground, they're not throwing him out.
The pitch is high. Good eye there. 1-1 is our count.
Jersey Mike's fan, Mason Prejudice here. Big Jersey Mike's, and I'm a fan too.
I
Nice
like that
alternative.
reference. I'll tell you, Ray, you tried to guess the temperature before. I'll tell you what, it's even more perfect than you thought. 82 degrees and mostly clear at 9:19 right now as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning from Mid-Island Little League.
This is if you could sign me up year round. They said you could pick it. I would pick today.
Yep.
Today, that is whatever it was today. The exact temperature, the exact wind, the exact every possible part of it, humidity, all that stuff. Give me today, year round. That'd be a perfect life.
You said it, mister. That's the best thing you said all day. I agree with that 110%. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Swung on and fouled off. The screen will do it again.
I said a lot of great things. You just can't remember them because
No,
how
no,
funny
I
Sebastian was. Sebastian was so freaking funny. I don't remember anything I said all day.
And you have to understand,
And then Charlie's just better than me, so it's been a rough run here. But we're doing everything we can, keeping things afloat.
Ray's great.
Sebastian steals the show. Then Charlie comes in and knows everything that ever is to know ever about Little League.
Gets away from the catcher. What's going on? It gets away from the pitcher. Covering home now. 1 run will come in to score. 7-3 is where we're at. Still 2 outs.
That was just a strikeout that turned into a run. Instead of getting out of this inning,
8-3.
that's Little League Baseball.
8-3 is our score. My God and him. All right.
Gary Sanchez behind the plate is Major League Baseball. He's out of the league now. I don't believe he's unsigned or
Is he?
signed. I think he's signed like in the not in America.
He's got a minor. I think someone. He's
is he in a minor league
yeah,
deal?
they gave him
Okay.
a minor league deal.
He sucks.
Defensively, he's atrocious, and offensively, he had one rookie year was really good, and from there, it fell off the cliff too. Wish him the best of luck in all future.
Oh, the runner's taking off from first base, and he is going to be in there with a stolen base easily.
I'm
No
gonna give
throw.
that defensive indifference. I think if I'm scoring, the defense didn't seem to care much.
I like that. Defensive indifference.
I know the rules too. Charlie ain't the only one.
He's 10 years old. I don't know if there is defensive indifference.
Okay, good point there too. But nonetheless, they were indifferent. They did not care.
No,
they did not throw it out.
They definitely did.
They were the definition of indifferent. I can tell you that much. And they're on defense. We're going with it.
Well, with first and
100%.
third,
Nobody cares.
With in the first and third situation, you're generally not going to throw through there because any delay, that run's going to score from third. So that's why I think they let him coast into second.
That's why they went with defensive end.
I love how the umpire yelled 2-1 just so we would pay more attention up here.
We're just having a good time.
I
You
know.
can probably hear a lot of us. We're not that far away.
No, that's why I say they can hear every word you're saying. I'm telling you. That's why we get so
Well,
much hate.
the umpires, I just mentioned earlier, because they're, in my opinion, the only people on the field that are subject to criticism are the umpires, because the only ones that are being compensated here tonight. And we haven't said one word about them, Danny.
No, they've been phenomenal
they have been
all night.
Absolutely phenomenal.
What
In the
happened
field, at
there?
the plate.
Looks like Mr. Strike 3 came back into town as that's going to be the end of the 4th inning. We're going to the top of the 5th. Goldstar Post is putting on a show tonight. They're up 8-3. Back with more Little League action after this. Nobody cares. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top 5 about to get underway. Taking ourselves a small break from the action. Stick around. We'll be right with you.
All right, we're back from the invasion. We just had about 42 million ants come in here and try and go after my Jordan 11 lows, and we can't have that. So, thanks to Charlie, he found some spray, and
That's unbelievable.
it now smells like a public school bathroom in here, and we're gonna get back to work here. 8-3 here in the 5th inning.
They're coming for the sausage and peppers.
Well, there's none of that left, buddy. Good luck. I'm sorry. That's not surviving in front of Danny and I. That's for sure. And Danny is no longer to my left, so we're gonna take it from here. So, Coach, Graham's got to be, it's the 5th inning, got to be approaching his pitch limit, I would think. But then again, he's been mowing him down relatively quick.
Yeah, he had a rough start. A couple of, I would say he's probably somewhere around 60, 60 to 70 pitches, so it's probably going to be his last inning. Again, with a 5-run lead, if he keeps it here, there's no reason to bring him back out. You let somebody else come in and mop it up.
All right, so here's Guerrera. And if one thing you need now with 2 innings to go is base runners. That's going to come inside. It's going to be 1-0 to Guerrera. Yep. Certainly stands there. Not the tallest human, but stands tall in that box.
Yeah, he
looks
does.
like he's ready to hit.
Super fast hands, and he's going to take his hacks. You're going to see this guy. He's going to swing with everything he's got.
Here comes the 1-0.
There it is.
Ropes it right up the middle. Back to pitch. An awkward bounce. Took a really bad hop on him. That's an infield single to me. I don't know what this official scorekeeper. I don't know if there is an official scorekeeper, but if there is one, tough call. Infield hit in my book. That's a wicked bounce off the grass there. Kind of hit right at Charlie, right at the cutoff between the dirt and the grass, and a wicked hop.
Yeah, that's just an infield hit. That's a Little League Baltimore chop.
Yeah, the Baltimore chop. Great term. All right, so listen, you need base runners to win. Charlie's added some runs to it. I'm not sure if that actually occurred. We're going to go with Charlie's talking to me and multitasking much better than I ever could. I can't even single task. So runner on base, just like the doctor ordered. Charlie's getting the scoreboard set back up there. And we're going to have what I believe will be the 1-0. Rope down deep into the shortstop, left field, going to be caught by the shortstop. It's going to be 1 out. So put bat on ball, unfortunately unable to get on top of it or drive it at all. Popped it up in the infield. It's going to be 1 out. And that's going to bring to the plate Prano, who had a rough start on the mound, but can help his cause and help his team a lot here by putting someone on base. Putting himself on base and advancing the base runner.
Yeah, he needs to be on here. Need base runners. See, look.
Shows bunt. Ball goes to the backstop. Runner's going to take off. And Guerrero's going to take second. So listen, base hit here is 8-4. Little things, chipping away. There's no such thing as a 5-run home run. So you want to just chip away, do what you can.
Yeah, and move a run. We need a run here. You got to score. It's 5th inning. You want to, you want Graham out of this game. He's their ace. So you get him out, you have a shot.
That ball's going to be outside, so it's going to be 2-0.
He's still throwing as hard as he was in the 1st inning, though. He doesn't look tired at all.
And there's 20. Is this Tingo's at bat here, Coach?
This is Prano.
Prano. Sorry, we said this already.
Yep.
Yes, Prano loves his broccoli, loves his macaroni. That ball's going to be high, so it's going to be 3-0 Prano here. So we've learned, and throw behind the runner. He's going to be safe there at second. So Prano now likely get the take sign 3-0, as Coach Charlie pointed us out early on. So force him to throw a strike. Also a pitch deeper into his pitch count, so strategic in many ways.
Yep.
Oh, looked high from here. Nonetheless, umpire calls it a strike. 3-1. We guess his pitch count to be around 60. You're going to say he's thrown at least 10 this inning, so he's getting up there. Big pitch here, 3-1 coming.
Nice pitch.
Laid off.
Good job.
The
Good
same
take.
pitch as the 3-0
Yep.
pitch to me. Yeah. So Runners now first and second. 8-3 game. Still only one out.
This is our guy. This is their guy. This is their meat and potatoes guy here, Joe Poli.
And if you're going to, for any sport, be described as a meat and potatoes guy is what you want to have, because there's nothing better than meat and potatoes, that's for sure. So, Poli here, favorite player, average judge. Favorite movie, The Blind Side. Great, nice, a great movie, a little tearjerker. Covers a little bit of everything. I was going to say with Jonathan Ogden, but that's not the guy's name. I can't think of the lineman's name. But nonetheless, great movie. Kid's got good taste. So, not sure what the action is here. We got... Like
Poli had a huge 2-out base hit his last at-bat. Drove in the last runs 2 and 3. He brought it to a 6-3 game, or a 4-3 game, actually.
Anything just happened here, Coach?
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
I like it.
Not
So
sure
you're
what's
saying
happening
there's
here.
a chance.
Well, more like
1 in a million. Samsonite, I was way off.
People are going to start to realize that this whole broadcast is just a sham of just movie quotes and forgetting people's names.
And tremendous sports content these kids have the rest of their lives. It's called
Absolutely.
balance, Danny. And it hit them. That's going to load the bases. A little bat flip at the third base line. I like that. A little spiciness. Nothing wrong with that. A little spice is good.
We got action here, boys.
So bases polluted. Danny Chanod back in the booth. It's 8-3. Bases polluted. 1 out. A lot of things can happen.
We can talk about it. Let's get the synonyms going. 3 ducks on the pond.
Bullpen call.
Bases jacked. However you want to do it. We're
And
primed for a grand slam right now in a 5-run ball game. This one is far from over. 2 innings yet to play remaining here from Mid-Island Little League. Where are we? Well, you might call it heaven on earth, but we'll call it the forgotten borough of New York City. We're in Travis. That's the neighborhood in central Staten Island. It is a beautiful night, 82 degrees on April 13th. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports Live. We've got Ray Palma and Charlie Pannell on the call. And there's no better place we'd rather be than here, no better time than now. In an 8-3 ball game, a pitching change coming on the mound right now for Goldstar Post. Is this a situation where you bring in a closer, or is this a situation where you look to another longevity guy that's a possible starter? Because as I mentioned, there's 1 out here in the 5th inning, and we've got another inning to go after this.
I hope there's, Charlie, I'm going to cut you off, but I hope there aren't closers this age. You tell me, Charlie.
Well, again, the way our division works, you're going to play 3 games in a week. So a kid is limited to the amount of innings he could actually pitch in a week. He can only pitch 6 total innings. So you may have a situation where we have one guy who I can just use tonight, get me 3 outs, and I'll save you again for a game in 2 days. But in this case, I would think, you have a nice lead. You're in the jam. You bring a guy in who throws pretty hard. You just got to throw strikes. You can give up a run or 2 here. You just got to get an out. But you're going to look to him to finish this game for you. You want these.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. And we're going to bring it around here. Ray, you know what time it is. Time to meet us in the Nobody Cares Sports broadcast booth, powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee.
Main Street Coffee!
That's right. Say hello to everybody at home. This is our camera right here to our left. Hello, how are you tonight? Nobody cares. Danny Chanod here.
I can't find the camera. There's the camera.
This is it right here. We bought it on the Amazon machine this week. It works. Every time I get a paycheck, I just buy more technology than I could afford, and I think it's evident with everything that's going on here tonight.
That's how you make things better, and you perfect your system and protect your craft, and that's why Nobody Cares Sports is the fastest-growing sports network in the history of the world.
Yeah, I don't eat, Charlie. I just invest.
Listen, Williamsport's got nothing on us up here, I'll tell you right now.
That's it, baby. We're out here. Yep. Hey, if you got hate mail, by the way, you could send it to one of 2 people. The Chinese bookie is a great person to send it to. The other person is the Commodore in Central Florida.
And the Commodore writes back, so if you want to send it, that's a good choice.
There are Instagram pages for both of these people. The Chinese bookie is the only one on Instagram, I guarantee you that. And Nobody Cares Commodore down there in Central Florida. You could follow him if you like, I don't know, whatever Florida people do. Back to the action here.
They
Charlie,
go to buffets and they sit in the rain a lot. There's going to be a huge at-bat here. We talked about it earlier, Coach. This is going to be, am I right? This is 6, correct?
Yep,
so this
Marcus
is Barrios.
Barrios.
All right, so.
Bases juiced. Big at-bat here.
Easily the biggest at-bat of the night so far, Danny Chanod.
That's right. Shout out to Chris Payne, who says he's on vacation and he can watch his nephew play.
Because
How
of
awesome
you.
is that?
Because of you, Danny. Because of you and Gotham Trinity Productions this evening.
Yes, sir, brother. It's an 8-3 ball game. And a strike is called over the outside part of the plate. It's number 6, Marcus Berrios, who looks at it. Choking up on the bat now. Bases loaded. The 0-1. Swung on and driven left field line, foul out of play.
So you're coming out of the bullpen. First thing you want to do is throw strikes. Bang, bang, pound in the strike zone. First 2 pitches, strikes here for President.
Got to battle. It's got to battle here.
Infield playing double play depth. So ground ball, they look to turn 2 and get out of the inning.
Here's the 0-2. Barrios sends one to third base. It's not fielded cleanly by Schroen. He is safe at third. 1 run comes in to score. Not sure what happened on the call here. Umpire is going to say the tag wasn't made.
I mean, he's right there on the play, so I guess he must have. Yeah, he's right there. We're not. So
he's right
he
there.
Must
we're
have
not.
Somehow missed it. Yeah, that must have been some kind of an epic torso twist there to avoid it. But
Jake Schroen is not having it, and I'm completely biased. I'm on his side. Nevertheless, here's what we have: 8-4 is our score.
And the tying run is in the box, Danny Chanod.
That's right, station to station. They're going to bring the infield in here.
I don't agree with that. Not here.
At this point,
Charlie.
with
I
a 4-run
appreciate
lead,
that.
you want outs, Charlie, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
want outs.
Yep.
So the most conventional way to get an out is at normal depth. Yeah, I agree with you.
You don't want something sneaking through right now and making it an 8-6 game. You want an out. You got one already.
Yeah, definitely unconventional to bring the infield in with the with a 4-run lead. But here we are.
Now it's a 1-0 count. The pitch is inside 2-0.
This is Dylan LaCitra. He's a good contact guy. He should put the ball in play. So you never. This is, you know,
Contact guy, the kind of guy you want in the box in a situation like this, put the ball in play.
The 2-0. LaCitra looks at a ball, gets away momentarily. The catcher is going to hop up and run the base runner back to third base.
it's a nice stop by Nate Martuccio. Nice stop. Saved the run.
Great stop by him. And I'll tell you what, huge play. 3-0 is where we're at. 1 ball away from walking in a run. And it is, in fact, a high ball. 1 more run will come in from third on the force. 8-5 is where we're at.
Welcome to Little League. Nobody cares. Welcome to Little League.
This is Illy's over here to my left like, Danny, we could be here all night. He's looking at me like, it did. Somebody call Guinness.
Last night.
Somebody get me a Guinness.
Oh, there you go. There's a strike and a much-needed one as well from number 17, Mason Pregnant on the mound.
DiMaggio. Look at the channel. His inner Pedro Serrano or Jake Taylor is a big fan of the movie Major League.
I like Jesus, but I'm trying to say Jesus can't hit a curveball.
Oh,
Here's
boy.
the pitch way outside, goes off the backstop, and all the way back to the pitcher's mound. Everybody's going to stay. What a fortuitous break for Goldstar Post.
Okay, Harris, let's not start a holy war over here. Again, you hear the sounds of the game in the background. Every time you hear the announcers a little quiet, you hear this baseball. It's been its purest form here. It's
The 1-1 just misses. It's now 2-1.
Danny, every time there's a ball in the dirt, if you just watch how well these kids are coached, the shortstop backing up third base immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone rotate where you're supposed to be. It's just so fun to watch. I keep repeating myself a lot. I'll keep doing it.
I
too,
don't
'cause
care. It's a
beautiful.
good time. Here's the 2-1. This one goes outside. It gets
Oh,
away.
got him.
Somebody's going to come home. And the tag's made on the chest before the foot touched the dish. He's out.
When you're not positioned at third base, you go on instinct, and unfortunately his instincts betrayed him in that circumstance. I lost the ability to use words.
I think your brain's shut off, but you didn't
My
quit,
brain's
so
been
I
selective.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it goes into autopilot sometimes. There's no work. I'm a New York City educator, so no work this week. I need structure, Danny. I woke up at noon today.
Let me tell you something, Ray. In an 8-5 ball game with 2 runners on still, the tying run steps into the batter's box. It's number 25, Peter DiMaggio.
I'm going to name like DiMaggio. I mean, a jersey like me, it's a good combination.
He's going to look at a strike over the outside part of the plate.
Well, it's been so far. Pregnant has been pounding the strike zone. He's given up a few hits, and he walked a guy or two, but throw a few more strikes, get out of this inning.
Yeah, Martuccio bailed him out. He made a great play on that pass ball.
Is that the real count? Unbelievable.
Charlie does not use fake counts.
No,
No trying to trick Danny Chanod here.
I don't pay attention.
Nobody
You know
cares.
that.
Well, you know what it is going to pay attention to is big 3-2 upcoming here.
3-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. The pitch. This ball is tapped, foul behind home plate. We'll do it again.
Took a lot off that one. Had him out in front, just kind of cookied it in there, but got away with it as he wasn't able to square it up.
You like to think that a guy DiMaggio is going to come through here. You gotta.
Great name.
Unbelievable.
Kid's a gamer.
Here's the 3-2. It is outside. He walks him. DiMaggio is going to run his way down to first base. Bases are loaded yet again. And hold the phone, gentlemen. The go-ahead run is striding into the batter's box as we speak.
Nico Poli.
Nico Poli from Taxman, the right-hander, number 3, settles into the batter's box in a huge spot here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch on the inside part of the plate. It catches strike 1.
President's lost the plate a little bit here. He's going to have to gather himself. He's called the timeout here and again. The game's been slowed down, but ultimately it's up to him. He's got to find the zone, settle down, and settle in.
0-1 is our count. Next pitch is grounded to the second baseman, who fires to first in time, and that'll do it.
Great job by Preg out of the bullpen. Big spot, getting the ground ball here to end the inning. Huge work out of the pen. Gets him through the 5th, Danny.
We're going bottom 5 because I don't know what's happening, but I'll tell you who does. You know who knows what's going on over here?
Main Street Coffee!
And Charlie. You said it, mister. Main Street Coffee and Charlie. Where would we be without them? Nobody cares.
Apparently the pull at third wasn't wrong. Well, Staten Island baseball guy John Curatola is telling me otherwise.
He was out of position again. Should have asked for help.
Well, welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th inning. After much controversy, we figured out what's going on in the booth, mainly because Charlie Pannell's helping us out. Ray Palma is also here. I am enjoying a nice ice-cold beverage, and I would just like to say thank you to the good folks here at Mid-Island for making sure that we are not parched in the booth. No longer are we hostages, Ray, and it feels good.
It feels great. I feel like $1 million right now, and that would not be the case if I was sitting here watching it in the crowd. But having the chance to broadcast it and call it in this air-conditioned booth here in this luxury facility has been such a privilege.
Avery Fireman has his count 1-1 as he's in the batter's box. Avery is a left-handed batter, and he's good things come in small packages. Bit of a small strike zone to pitch to. Could be somewhat frustrating for an opposing pitcher.
You know, you talk about the strike zone, the automated strike zone, a big talk in the majors. And I'm very pro automated strike zone. I heard an argument from Smoltz, though. I mean, if you automate the zone, these elite guys, if you're going to give them the top of the zone at all times, it's going to make it impossible to hit them. I never thought about it from that perspective there, Coach Charlie. You know, if you're giving the guys that throw it up at 98 and 100 the top of the zone, that's going to be really tough.
Well, you want it to be perfect, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you want the human element instilled in the game.
Sure.
You know, for me, I want to get mad at the umpire.
Yeah, like I'm on the other side. Like I want the strikes. Like, I don't like the humans deciding anything. I want what's right to be called.
Yeah, no, I
but
get
with this, like, is it right with the same strike zone for each guy? Is Altuve and Aaron Judge
Right,
have
you're
the
gonna
same
adjust
strike
it
zone?
for
Like
each
that
guy?
part.
Correct.
You know, when the technology is there, they should use it. But I thought Smoltz saying about the top of the zone, the bottom of the zone. If you're going to get that every single time, then it's going to be tough for batters.
Oh, we got ourselves a walk here. And as you're talking about it, Ray, you know, that strike zone for a smaller batter, a larger batter, and all that stuff. Well, here you go. A small batter at the plate could be frustrating for the opposition. He works himself a walk on a 3-2 pitch.
Most the way like Aaron Judge is umpired. You know, those balls that are at his ankles, you know, he can't hit those with a golf club, you know. So, yeah, I think it's all the talk with baseball this year has been fascinating. You know, with the pitch clock and all the adjustments and things like that. I think if nothing else is being talked about more than in previous years, I think. And just from a pace of play standpoint, if nothing else, the pitch clock's been a smashing success.
Christian Messeri in the batter's box. He looks at a strike now. It's 1-1, his count. Why? Why does that keep happening to me? Nate Martuccio? You know, whoever.
Well, when you look at your sheet, you've got two teams, and you're guessing wrong every time.
Here's the problem, right? Somebody thought it would be a good idea to put the roster and then not have the kids play in this order. So there's 2 numbers attached to every kid's name.
Yeah, that can be tough.
Just be happy they didn't put the position numbers.
No, I know.
It would have been 1,
Yeah,
2, 1.
there could have been 3 sets of numbers.
Ooh, foul
So,
back.
Charlie, you seem to know the players. Why don't you and Ray take the rest of this inning?
You got it, buddy.
All right, so we're going to have Barrios still remains on the mound for, I was going to say, Taxman. I don't know what I'm reading here. I'm looking at 2 different things. For Taxman, here it comes the 1-2. That's going to be inside. It's going to be 2-2.
It's a little Nate Martuccio. He's doing a great job catching.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. Yeah. Messeri patiently waiting in the box. He awaits a 2-2 coming from Barrios.
Got him.
Balls, looks like they called it outside. So, you know, not easy umpiring back there. Lord knows I don't want to do it. Seeing pitches right around that spot. Again, I'm a little off center as well. So, nothing like a little 3-2. We'll see if the runner takes off after the pitch crosses the plate. The 3-2 is down the first baseline. They're going to get this sure out at first. Throw down the second. It's going to be not in time. But a good play there, securing the out at first. Throwing down the second there, Coach. I don't know if you throw the ball on the second, go for the double play. It's dicey. I'm not sure how often double plays, as far as 3-6-3s occur. You can tell me. 3-6-3s are common with such a short path.
The 3-6-3 is real difficult.
Yeah.
But he's going to his right, so for me, I want the out at second base there.
Yeah,
But as long as you're getting it out, you're good. You're all right.
I think especially the fifth inning, this stage of the game, most important aspect. Nice calm stance here. We're going to see who's at the plate in a second. Ball on the inside. Who we got here, Coach?
This is Matthew Kraft.
Matthew Kraft. This guy just knows I'm on site. I think he's Coach Charles is looking it up and seeing bodies and knows who it is. I haven't seen the number. My goodness.
I've been around for a while here.
So, and I don't blame you. It seems like a really great place to be around. On the third, try to advance on the overthrow. He won't do it. That'll erase the base runner. And you just talked about the activity level at the catcher position. It shows itself there. Gets the second out of the inning. And now the infield can return to normal depth. And get another out. You got yourself here out of the 5th inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge there because you can't give up any runs here. You're still chasing 3 runs. Taxman's going to want to come out, and you need 3 to tie. So, you're running into mistakes there.
So you've got Kraft here at bat, the infield playing really far in here at third base. If Kraft turns on one, third baseman is going to be a little bit of trouble here. But the 2-0 upcoming. Taken all the way is going to be a strike on the outside corner. Again, the same spot. We've seen a few other pitches, but
31.
31 is what now?
Counts 3-1.
Count is 3-1. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. The 3-1 pitch upcoming. Swings through it for strike. 3-1. I can't count, Charlie. It's been 2 games and a parade, and You know,
a long day.
I
A
very
great
much.
day.
I look forward to doing many more baseball games. I hope people have enjoyed the commentary. Don't be too harsh on me in the email, but nonetheless. So the 3-2 loses them. It's going to be a walk. Last thing you want for Barrios on the mound, you got to find the strike zone. Much easier said than done here, Coach. On opening day, big crowd, beautiful night, and looks like you're having some slow walks here. So, Coach, tell me, who's the manager here and what's going to happen?
This is Dennis Aponte's the manager. It looks like when he landed, he threw. He feels something in his
Oh,
in
no,
his
you hate
arm.
to see that. So,
I sure do.
hate to see that that's been injury related. Hopefully, the young man's okay. Good. Do you know what I appreciate though? The kid being honest.
Well,
Not
that's
trying
what-
to
yeah,
say,
you don't wanna-
not
yeah.
trying to hold back to get through a game here in the first game of the year. Get out of here while you're. Hope that you're okay.
Ray, I'm sorry to interrupt. Before I forget, I forgot to do one thing today. What did I forget to do in the broadcast booth?
Danny hasn't taken a selfie all day.
That's correct.
The streak. It was like
The Joe
Undertaker's-
DiMaggio streak almost came to an end. Great job, fellas. Back to work.
I smiled. Danny is big on the selfies. I am a little older than Danny, so this whole social media stuff still confuses me. But nonetheless,
Wait, we got to do it again. I have sausage and peppers all over my face.
well, that's not going to go anywhere, Dan.
No, I know. We can do it again. Hold on.
It's Sebastian's sausage and peppers is permanent, I believe. So
You do look amazing in your outfit tonight, Ray.
I feel like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they
I'm
will
so
come.
proud of
bro.
you. Back to you guys.
Well, Mid Island has built this place, and I will be here, and I will. And I didn't get a chance to go to the snack stand as often as I would like, but my grilled cheese was tremendous. So, Charlie, and top of your head, how long has it been like this with the lights? Like, how long have these kids been able to play under the lights for?
How long have they been, or how long will they be able to?
No, I'm saying for how long has it been installed? Like,
I've been here since beginning of time. Since
Really?
for us,
So it's
yeah.
been that way
We've always-
forever?
yeah, it was built with
Wow,
us,
I did
yeah.
not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I ever played a game under lights. At least if I did, I can't remember it. And I didn't play baseball at a very high level, certainly, and never as good as any of these kids on this field, that's for sure.
Well, they're lucky. The guys, they're playing under pristine conditions. So I played in Brooklyn on concrete.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slid into glass.
One bow. I was talking to the league president. Help me, the president that was here. earlier.
John Plezowitz.
I was with Plezowitz earlier. I asked, does every kid have their own bat? And he said, for the most part. I remember we had, there were two bats. And it was
The same Little League coach with his jeans comes with one bat bag, dumps them out. You hopefully find one you could use.
And the balls was just beaten up and such. And
like anything else, everything evolves. It's It's a tribute to the kids because they want to be out there. They want to play. So you have the kids that are playing, and now you have Barrios leaving with that injury. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, that's the number one priority. So
And-
thoughts and prayers with him and his family. Hopefully it's just a minor discomfort, and he'll be back on the mound soon enough.
We got little Sal Guerrera. We call him Smiley. He's dynamite. This
Now,
kid.
this is the kid pitching now. This is
Yep,
Guerrera?
yep.
Okay.
10
so
years old, this little guy coming out.
10 years old that would strike me out
He's
looking
got-
on 3 pitches, right?
I'll
Wow.
tell you a quick story. This guy in the minors last year, 2 years ago, 3 pitches, 3 outs in a playoff game. Ridiculous. Amazing.
That's great.
On his last 3 pitches, he was able to throw in the outing. Amazing.
Oh, okay. So the pitch
Amazing.
count was coming up, and
Yep.
he got out of the inning on 3 pitches.
pitches,
That's
3
fantastic.
Unbelievable.
All right. Well, he's going to look to get out of this inning as he comes in as advertised, throwing strikes. On the outside corner, gets a swing strike. It's going to be 0-1. The batter is number 28. That's Anthony Matute.
Yep. Tute's been on base all night tonight.
Yeah, his favorite song is that Jimmy Trumpet. That's the entrance song for the Mets closer who's out for the season.
Yeah, Edwin Diaz.
Edwin, I couldn't think of the name. Heard himself celebrating the World Baseball. Nothing wrong with celebrating. Maybe something wrong with having such a prestigious tournament a week before the MLB season starts. But nonetheless, different subject for a different day. Today's subject is Goldstar and Taxman here. So the 2-1's going to be upcoming. 8-5 ball game. You want to get your team off the field and put the bats back into the box. Ground ball down the third base line. And yeah, you said it, Charlie. Come in throwing strikes. That is critical at any level of baseball, especially relievers out of the bullpen, and in particular, relievers that come in for injury reasons. It's a little different warm-up. You get as many pitches as you want, things like that. So, big spot here. And like you said, Smiley. Great nickname.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
kid.
look at the
that.
dude. Oh, my goodness. So that's going to be strike 3. Throw on the first to clean it up, and that's going to bring him out of the inning here. That's going to bring the top of the 5th inning to a close. The bottom of the 5th inning to a close. So, like you said, Coach came in throwing strikes and got the job done, Smiley, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's your job. You're coming in, and it doesn't matter how old, how hard you throw. Again, strikes, and let's go. Next frame.
And, I mean, I can maybe go on that mound right now and throw the ball over the plate. In my prime, I could do that, right? But the movement, these kids are just – the ball's got snap. It's got movement. It's hitting the mitt. Catchers aren't getting crossed up left and right.
No, what they see on social media and everything that's out there, they learn on their own. You don't want them throwing, that many curveballs, breaking balls, but they're aggressive. They learn. They see the big guys. They want to be like the guys in the show. And
now, is that who has ultimate? A kid throws a kid's 11 wants to throw a curveball. Is it a parental decision? Is it a coach decision? Is it?
It's always a coach's decision. Everything's being called. The coach is calling the pitches through the catcher from the dugout.
Sure.
So he's calling everything. But our guys, you never get mad because you're not going to see a lot of them.
Right.
You're never going to. We're a family. We're a league. We're competing against each other. But these kids will be running around playing manhunt in 15 minutes when the game's over. Doesn't matter what happened in this game.
That's the best thing I've heard all night. Is that I don't remember. I played a multiple sports growing up. I played basketball in high school, a little bit of baseball in high school. I don't remember what happened against Tottenville in November of 1995, but I remember the locker room before. I remember trips on the bus or ferry rides, going to Fort Eustis, Virginia, and these kids are going to have that. And like you said, and the word manhunt, haven't heard that in a long time. Let them know it's still around.
Yeah, they're all friends here, which is great, and that's Mid-Island. That's why I love it here. That's why I'll never leave.
And it's kids being kids, right?
Yeah,
and I mean, we're all. It's just its purest form, and I joked about being single and not married. It's true, by the way, ladies. Wasn't joking. Send the mail. But so I'm an educator. I've given my life to other people's kids, and I've seen you have. Every single one of these kids just based on their frame.
Yeah, I love them.
And it's just it's called America's pastime for a reason. So, top of the sixth, do or die time here for Taxman.
Yep. Joseph Tingos, we need you on, buddy. Need you on.
Shout out again to Mom, Miss Tingos, one of IS-61's finest, proud staff member here, along with myself and a lot of other great people. Here we go. So the first pitch of the inning upcoming. And that bounced, so it's going to be a ball. That's going to be 1-0. So if your Tingos here, Coach Charlie, you want to get on base by hook or by crook.
That's true. He's definitely taking the strike. He's not going to swing the bat until at least he throws one across the plate.
So that's also going to be called low, right? So 2-0 here. Yep. So Tingos has one job, get on base, 2-0. I don't know if it's a red light, Coach, but if it's not red, it's certainly hot pink at this point. You need base runners.
Call it a brick wall. He should be running right into it. There it is. Now you got to open him up. Yep.
So that's a big one, a big get him over pitch there. It's going to bring the count to 2-1. This is 17 Pregent. No pitch count factor for him, so he can do what he wants with the strike zone.
Yep.
The 2-1 upcoming from Pregent.
That's a good pitch.
And gets the call. A little off speed. Took something off that one, it looks like, Coach Charlie. So 2-2. Big spot for Tingos. You've been taking a lot so far. Got to be a little aggressive in the zone here. Can't afford to take strike three in a situation like this. Here comes the 2-2. That's going to bounce. Right. So, Coach Charlie, big pitch here.
Huge. This is the game. He's got to get on. And if you're a Goldstar, you need the first out. First out of the inning, and you take a sigh of relief.
And we've seen the effect Tingos can have on the base pass with his speed. He changes the game. The pitcher probably goes from the stretch. The infield is a little different. So, a huge pitch coming here. Pregent. Am I saying that right?
Yep,
Pregent to Tingos. 3-2. Top of the sixth. 3-run ball game. From the windup, here's the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So, Tingos does his job.
He's on base.
And gentlemen, I just want to say, hey, how are you, Ray? I know I sneak up on. Did I sneak up on you too?
This should be you should tag in or something.
I am right next to you, moving around.
Isn't there a whistle or something? Yeah, sneaky to smell my sneaker.
You guys got PTSD.
How about the $1 billion?
Listen. I was going to say, as we look at a high ball here, a 1-0 pitcher starting to find himself in a little bit of trouble. This is Little League Baseball, right? We talk about all the time, people watching at home. There's more people watching at home right now than are in the grandstand. So, that's the best part about Little League Baseball right now and what we're doing for the community. The 1-0, take it over, Ray.
Well, here comes the 1-0. So, Tingos leads off first. Strike. So the umpire got a delayed call there, making me earn it a little bit. So
Back to the top of the order, too. This is big.
Guerrero, home alone. So his favorite movie involves a lot of mischief. If you want to call it some mischief, get it on base. Brings the tying run to the plate if you can. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's on the inside, so it's going to be 2-1.
They have the right guys coming up in the inning. If Sal can get on base, you have his brother Danny behind him, and then Joe Poli behind in the hole.
Your biggest hitters coming up in the biggest spots is what you want in any situation.
Oh, you got Prano, actually. Yeah, you're going to have Guerrero, Prano, Poli. That's big.
So the 2-1 upcoming. That's going to be on the outside corner, and the tough could have been called either way. 3-1 now, so not a red light.
Nope.
Probably not a green light.
Yep.
You're going to look for one in your spot, right? Your sweet
look in
spot,
one
your
place,
zone.
Shrink the zone, look one place. If you love it, drive it. If not, live to fight another day.
Willie Papayana Day.
Ball is on the outside. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Lineup's going to turn over here a little. And coach, tell me who the coach is. Who's the manager here?
That's Coach Brian Graham. He's the manager of Goldstar Post.
Brian Graham. So wait a second. So he's Ryan. So he might be the reason his son knows Tribe Called Quest. So shout out to that man coming out there to take care of some business.
Gentlemen, we have a massive moment in the game. Danny Guerrero, number 1, is set to be next in the batter's box. He represents the tying run in this game. In the top of the 6th inning, this game was out of reach seemingly the whole time. At one point, it seemed like we were getting closer, and Taxman was going to overcome, and then shot out of a cannon. Goldstar Post yet again made it a 5-run game, and now here we are. The tying run strolls to the plate. This is fantastic baseball no matter what.
I'm wearing a Yogi Berra jersey. He ain't over till it's over.
We got our money's worth tonight.
Guerrero looking in. We loving what we see. Here's the pitch out of the windup. It's a strike over the outside corner. That's what you got to do to get momentum back on your side.
You could hear the kids in this dugout. They're pumped up right now. They can taste it. They can feel it. They want to fight to get back in this game.
Pregnant. Fires. High heat.
He was trying to put one on Travis Avenue with that one. What a swing from Guerrero.
I mean, we had high heat, and we had all sorts of a full swing at Guerrero. So
almost knocked the hat off Danny's head. That was fabulous.
0-2. So power versus power here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on high cheddar.
Cheese versus cheese. And in that particular matchup, that round goes to Pritchett.
That might have been the fastest pitch we've had thrown all game, and I'm not kidding.
If you gave me 100 swings, I wouldn't foul tip one of those. That is just ludicrous.
Perfect two-strike pitch.
Right?
Perfect pitch.
Up in the zone, elevated. And just if you're a batter, the eyes are just too big to lay off.
So right now, you got to be looking first pitch fastball. He's been throwing gas. He's got him back in the zone. If you're here, swing away, be ready. Oh, the bunt.
They go to lay down a bunt. He pulls it back. The ball gets away from the catcher off the backstop. Everybody moves up second and third now.
Now, Charlie, the bunt that just you square around that can affect the pitch.
That's exactly what he's trying to do there.
Yeah, he's just throwing off his rhythm.
Yep, first
he's just
and
throwing.
second. He's
just throwing complete gas, blowing it past one of your best hitters.
Yep.
Let me just square around and
Make him earn it.
beautifully. He advanced 2 runners without touching the ball there.
But if you're Goldstar, you don't panic. Those runs, the guys on base don't matter. You want to get the batter here. That's what's the most important thing right now.
Pregnant and a 1-0. Throws a ball high. Gets away. 1 run's going to come in to score. The other runner pushes up to third. It's an 8-6 ball game. This one is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Third base coach all over. You hear him screaming, go, 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 as soon as it popped off. Great job by the third base coach over there.
I
don't know. Danny Chanod, he's here, then he's gone.
No, I'm here.
I don't know. It's hard to keep up. The microphone's now attached to his chest, basically, like a piece of cheesecake.
Well, this is trying to get the number here. I can't see the
number of the batter.
Yep.
John Prano,
the batter's Prano. You don't need. You can just ask Charlie. He knows the kids like based on their just geographic profile. You don't need to see the numbers.
Yeah, Sal Guerrero's on third.
Good enough from me. It's a lefty, and the first baseman is playing. First and third baseman are playing in.
I think it's more for the batter though, Danny. I don't think it's a run prevention thing. I think it's just they don't think the batter can pull the ball, hit it hard somewhere.
Pitch is going to be low.
It's a good take.
3-1 is our count.
Hey, same rule applies here. You need he's got to be on base. The guy on third doesn't mean anything at this point. He needs to be on base.
Your zone, middle in, low in, whatever it is that you put that bat in the ball, this is your spot right now. 3-1, Danny Chanod.
Here is the pitch, and it is high. He walks him.
Tying run is now on base, getting spicier here. And he's got to be around midnight. I don't know what time it is, but nonetheless.
Last call.
Never. I would have turned those lights on. I'm not leaving.
Never in a million years is their last call for this broadcast. Strolling into the batter's box is who else?
Joe Poli, baby. Let's go.
Now getting a square on the bunt.
Showing bunt.
Oh, squares him off his rhythm.
Wild Thing Vaughn, he threw, I think, at me, so it's 1-0.
Tying run just moved to second base. Now we're in scoring position. Base hit's going to tie this game.
My guy John Curotol telling me via text message that the call at third last inning should have been the other way. Just wanted to clarify that. So
absolutely, and we agree with that assessment.
All right, so 2-run game, runners on second, third, base hit, and the outfield likely ties it.
1-0, and now it's 1-1.
Danny ahead of the scoreboard operator on that one.
Well,
good job,
yeah,
Danny. Look at that.
Welcome
1-0 Danny. Catching up here.
I like it.
Dave came back, and it was inspiration for me. It was like, when Mickey Mantle visits me in the hospital. Could you hit 2 for me?
Hit a home before.
Well, big spot here.
1-1 count. Pitcher gets the sign. He deals, and it's swung on and fouled back against the backstop. 1-2. Big pitch coming up.
Right on that one, fouled it straight
Just
back.
missed. Yep, just missed it. This guy in the box. Again, another kid with quick hands. He usually takes the ball right back up the middle.
And Pregnant, the last time he had 2 strikes against the batter, he threw high heat out of the zone. We'll see if he goes back to that pitch here. The pitch is on the inside part of the plate. Strike 3.
Beautiful
Bat can't be on the shoulder there. You got to get the bat off the shoulder there, unfortunately.
Beautiful.
Carlos Beltran-esque. So.
And Barrios is going to hit. They took him out with the injury. He's going to hit.
Okay, so if nothing else, great news that his health is at least good enough to hit. Perhaps he wouldn't want to throw anymore, but how would they come out of the game for injury and then come back and be the hero?
Great, yeah,
Where else can that happen?
Big bruising left-hander strolls into the batter's box with 2 outs. 2 runs on. 2 runners on second and third, and a big swing and a miss. He represents the go-ahead run. A single could potentially tie this ball game here on the top of the 6th.
Off speed there. Had him out in front.
Yeah.
He steps off. His veteran presence knows to step off, get back to his routine.
Yep, gain your composure.
The 0-1 swung on and driven foul. Left field line out of play. 0-2. So Taxman officially with their backs against the wall, and they're saying it is pronounced pregnant, not pregnant.
I did not say pregnant. I don't think so.
don't
Anything's
believe
possible.
so.
It's all a blur at this point. Here we go, the 0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed.
What a performance.
Goldstar Post has won this with an exclamation point in dramatic fashion, finishing off what was a slugfest with beautiful pitching. They win by a score of 8-6 in our second game of a doubleheader here at Mid-Island. Boys, what do you make of it?
Made it interesting in this. I was going to say the 9th. Made it interesting in the 6th inning. In the last inning, puts a few runners on base. But when he had to, he geared up and threw some straight cheese, getting the last out of the game on a strikeout. And what was a phenomenal baseball game here this evening, Coach Charlie.
Awesome game. I mean, you run your ace out there, Ryan Graham, and that's what you expect. You want to keep the, he pitched really, really well, hit his spots, and they bailed him out when they needed to.
Hey, we want to give a big shout-out to everybody that made this broadcast possible, all the volunteers here at Mid-Island Little League. And as you know, Little League around the world is made up of volunteers. So big shout-out to everybody out here that devotes their time to make sure this great event took place. Dave Fernandez, I wouldn't be anywhere without you. Ray Palma in the broadcast booth with me once again. Charlie Pannell joined us. We also had John Plezowitz. That's the one that's going to haunt my dreams forever. That's another fruit basket. But I'll tell you what, tremendous night here from Central Staten Island. Mid-Island Little League got us started here on Staten Island. This is our very first Little League broadcast. We did 2. Monumental for these kids, these families. We hope to do it again here.
We hope to have you back. Guys, welcome anytime. It's great. For me, it was awesome. I love it. It's great.
First-class operation you guys have here, and I look to come back. My nephew plays in the league, so to come back as a spectator soon. And just a great job by you, Charlie and Dave, Mr. Plesowitz. First-class operation. Blows me away, the whole thing. And so happy to be a part of it tonight, and look forward to coming back in the future as a fan and as part of the Nobody Cares Sports broadcast team.
I'm going to turn it around to our broadcast booth and show you boys our faces. Show everybody at home our faces. Absolutely nobody cares. It's been a great night here tonight. Tomorrow night we're going to be broadcasting live from Snug Harbor. We have the renaming and the dedication of their brand new complex at Snug Harbor Little League in honor of Anthony Vivaro. Will be there. You can catch all the action right here on Nobody Cares Sports Network YouTube channel. Tonight's sponsors, Panacea Contracting Corp., Jody's Club Forest, Verde's Pizza and Pasta House. I know everybody's favorite. Of course, we want to give massive shout-outs to Duffy's and Jody's and Franklin Sports and Charles Martin Mortgage, Gotham Trinity Productions. Everybody, Little League Baseball is back. Local sports is back. Nobody Cares Sports is on the scene. Nobody cares about us, right?
I do.
No, nobody cares.
I do.
Charlie cares about us.
Charlie cares about
us. We got
us.
one, Dan. There we go.
It
I'm about
starts.
to change the name of the network after
Yep,
this.
yep. Just like Chester from Lincoln
Somebody,
Park.
Charlie Cares Sports.
It
I like
starts with one. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Then
Well,
tune in tomorrow. Again, people my age. If you haven't seen Snug Harbor in 25 years, it ain't your mother's Snug Harbor. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that place fits.
It is new. It is beautiful. And we can't wait to show the whole world tomorrow what it looks
there's
like.
going to be about 3,000 people there tomorrow, and the place holds about $125. So I'm excited to see how it goes down. Make sure you tune in. Thank you to Gotham Trinity Productions, and thank you to you, everybody out there that tuned in to make local sports a success here. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports. No religion, no politics, just feel good vibes. Boys, say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for having a good night. Nobody cares. Main Street Coffee!